Cool.
Welcome back to Oathbound Roads. Tonight, on this most auspicious of nights, this bizarre little gaggle of adventurers escorting a new friend, Vara the human college student, on her quest to obtain some kind of mysterious essence from a large tundra-dwelling monster. For her final. That's kind of messed up. Not as messed up as the American college system, am I right? Anyways, so as they traveled, they sought out various bits of information from different sources, going to an old tavern and finding an old fisherman who had encountered one a few decades ago, pointing out the area he'd seen it in, and going to the old hunters and their leader Lusan telling them a few first-hand accounts of seeing one of their relatives, telling them a little bit about how they hunted in the deserts he grew up in. Feeling a bit nostalgic and also in need to share some important information, Lusan agreed to help them track the creature until they had a solid trail to follow. There was a day of travel, conversation, enduring not the worst cold in the world, thankfully. And then come nightfall, they made camp, and there were some somewhat heavy conversations with the old werewolf hunter and Garm the paladin, Jeddah the changeling, and as well as a little bit of a heart-to-heart with Vask, too, learning bits about their pasts, learning bits about their futures, their desires, and their goals. So, come back to the campsite. At this exact moment, only Vask is awake. It's that little lingering moment before the sun starts to break. A bit of wind has begun to pick up, kicking up some of the snow on occasion, but still calm enough to where there's not much in the way of disturbances or anything to be seen or heard. Warmth will be soon to come. So, Vask.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make.
One of the things I'm great at.
You chose to take night watch, man.
Yep.
13, okay.
I'm
So
proficient. I just don't have a good wisdom.
Yep. Alright, so. What are you doing at this exact moment? Just sitting there working on a breakfast or something?
Yeah, probably. Or can't do any potion or herbalism stuff while traveling like this. But yeah, default probably getting some breakfast before everyone wakes up.
Okay.
Looking
Alright.
around.
Alright, so that 13.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make sure this. You look around. Not much to in the way of sound except for the wind. Where is your mind at this exact moment?
Probably lingering on some of the stuff that him and the old hunter had talked about.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really stewing on it or anything. He's just like kind of
Mulling
thinking
it
about
over.
how he's and just kind of thinking about how he's been getting to pick up the hunt now that he's seen that people are starting to pick up some of the Ichabod's teachings. and that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
please him at all.
For sure. Okay.
He's probably moving things around using his telekinesis. Just telekinesis is like a muscle or anything else. You got to practice it. So he's maybe just like moving stuff around, even if just the utensils and stuff.
All right.
He's weightlifting with his mind.
All right.
The track looping right there kind of spooked me because it just went silent. I'm like, oh no, is the battle music about to start?
Not yet. All right. So as you're sitting there at the camp, just distracting yourself, waiting for sunrise, you don't notice anything for a while, but suddenly you notice something, faint sensation of something cold landing on your hand, the back of it.
Look down at it.
What you see is, you know what an owl fly looks like?
Yeah.
Posted chat for those who don't, but it kind of has that vibe. It's a small little insect with broad little wings, very long antennae that stick out. And it is a
Okay.
bright white, icy blue coloration, and its wings have bizarre fractal snowflake kind of patterns running across it.
Ooh. I get the sense that this isn't a normal owlfly.
You can roll nature or arcana if you wish to potentially glean what this is.
Let's see. Proficient in Arcana. So let's go with that. Not
11.
good.
Okay. It takes you a minute as you just kind of watch it crawling around. It is just moving up and down your hand. Not much to it. Doesn't seem. Every once in a while, you're not sure if it's the rising light or anything, or if maybe it might. Its wings might be lighting up a little bit. You're not sure at first. For a moment, you just watch it fascinated.
Vask is tempted to try something, but this may backfire.
Mm-hmm.
He's tempted to lift up one of the specimen jars from his herbalism kit and try to capture this thing like a firefly in a jar, just to
Mm-hmm.
like look at it closer, maybe study it, see if anyone else recognizes it when they wake up. He's not. He doesn't want to kill it, but he'll let it go later. But he's just.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's really interesting.
After a moment, another one lands on your hand.
Also cold.
Yep.
Hmm. I look around. Are there others of these?
As you start to look around, you start to notice that what you thought were snowflake patterns in some of the nearby conifer trees are starting to move a little.
Um, I telekinetically jostled the hunter and be like, just in his head. I guess it's a telepathic and telekinetic jostle. Go. So there are these icy bug things starting to wake up around us. Should we be concerned?
It takes a second for Lucen to rouse. He's not been asleep very long. You start to hear very strange trilling sound beginning to echo in the air.
Oh. Uh, kind of look up to the ravens and say, might be time for Hildegard to wake up.
Lucen rises up to his feet, and the birds just immediately start cawing and flying around in circles.
That'll wake everyone up.
Yep.
Birds.
So yep, you all wake up to a loud cacophony of sorts.
Kitty.
I get it.
What's the noise? Why are they making so much noise?
Sounds like my brain's on the
Fast.
outside.
What?
Vasquez, does anybody know about icy bugs like this? Holds up the one in the jar, as I'm sure a few more have already landed on them.
Yeah, they're actually
Getting
kind of
like a little
congregating to you,
concerned.
and Vara, you start to notice some of them are crawling, blended in on the edge of your own cloak.
Could I
And
roll
Hilda-
on that?
You can, yeah, absolutely. And Hildegard, a couple of them are on you too.
Oh god, I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna roll on it to see if I recognize them, but I already have a bad feeling about this.
Oh,
Is there anything we
increasing noise.
Can I Arcana that, or can I investigate them?
Arcana or nature will work.
Or nature? Which am I better at? I'm equal with both, so.
I'm
Yeah.
really damn good at Arcana, so if anybody wants to give me...
Yay!
Well,
There it is.
There's that 12.
Hildegard's
God damn it.
gonna use detect magic?
Oh wait, God! Oh no!
Okay, detect magic. This entire place is entire clearing is starting to shimmer and shine like a mirror. It's
Nat-
like magical snow blindness.
Nat
Glances
is like
around
looking at them, congregating on the casters, and like. Oh,
They are
I-
beginning to start to kick up like it almost looks like a snowstorm.
Alright.
She
We need to
glances,
move.
she glances
Okay,
around
yeah.
rapidly and says, "There's magic here. These things are
Move.
magic."
I'm gonna
Jeez,
Arcana real
jeez.
quick.
Do it.
Okay. Hey.
These are snowflies. They are attracted to magic and can drain it out of people like parasites, mosquitoes. And a big swarm of them is actually kind of dangerous. You guys probably need to get out of there as quickly as you can.
We
I'm
need to
going
leave.
to-
We need to
so
leave.
I'm-
No magic. We need to leave right now.
I'm-
Now.
I'm large and strong. Could I pick up Hildegard and Vara?
Vara weighs nothing.
Yeah, but that's still two people. Could I pick up them both, Vivi?
I mean, you can try.
Should I roll athletics?
You can roll athletics. It's going to be to carry, and you'll also have to trudge through some pretty deep snow carrying people.
Yeah, but this is bad, and I don't rather 16.
It is starting to get loud enough to the point where you are having to yell to communicate with one another at all, and you have a feeling with the intensity increasing,
Yeah, let's book it.
you may not be able to hear each other at all soon as they are beginning to swarm. It's getting to the point where you can't even see that far in front of you. They are beginning to just grow in number more and more.
I guess it's too late for Vass to say he used telepathic bond while everyone was asleep.
We were asleep.
Yeah, a little late for that.
I will say while this nonsense is going on, the ravens are dive bombing and just gluttony ensuing, just eating as much as they
Interesting.
can.
Well, the second that one of them actually tries to eat one, they're going to take a little cold damage from that.
Oh shit!
Oh.
How much?
How lucky for you, just 1 point of cold damage apiece for each one they try to eat. So they'd immediately realize, oh no, that actually isn't good.
Yeah, they both take one.
Yep.
One.
Brain freeze.
Yep.
But with these two in my arms, unable to see, I'm just going to try and bolt in a direction away from the swarm.
All right. They are chasing after you,
Oh fuck.
as best you can tell. You are kind of carrying two things that they're after.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Are you going after Garm?
Yeah, they're going after Garm a little bit too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't punch a swarm.
If everybody gets ahead of... Because I can't communicate this, but she's gonna try to gesture to everybody to run ahead of us. Like, run.
Mm-hmm.
Move!
Yeah.
Yeah, Vass has
He-
been running.
What do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you've been doing?
I've been booking it as well.
I want you all to get ahead of us, because she has...
Alright, I will linger a little so the others can get in front of us.
So, and... This goes pretty high. Yeah, can they get through a wall of fire?
Does that spell have vocal components?
Yeah, but I also have something called Subtle Spell.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I can cast anything without vocal or somatic components.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I'm gonna... She's just gonna gesture with her hands, like, right behind her, and suddenly there's a wall of fire right in front of us. Behind us, I mean.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So, as you run, everyone getting ahead, Vara just imagining just being kind of carried, holstered like a barrel underneath Nat's arm.
Pretty much.
Make some quick hand gestures, and all of a sudden from behind you all, there's just this surge of heat and light.
Ooh.
And as you turn around, they are greatly reduced in number instantly. Many of them, we were able to catch glimpses, just melt, evaporate into the air from the exposure.
Ooh.
And she's gonna slap Nat on the side and keep, go, go, go!
Holy
Mush!
damn! She better not.
There are 2 dogs in the party, and Nat is not either of them.
Not yet. As soon as Lucan sees the fire work, he just says something under his breath, and his own sword, a very large cleaver strapped to his back, ignites as well. Just clever. They don't like heat.
Ooh.
Saying that, can I use my one fire spell and just start lobbing firebolts over my shoulder as I'm fleeing frantically?
You're already starting to disperse and run away.
Alright.
Okay.
So they're not chasing us anymore?
The wall of fire is a pretty damn effective deterrent.
Okay, I'm gonna come to a stop and start patting these 2 down.
The ravens are picking the bugs off and then taking them to the wall of fire to cook them for a second before eating them.
Well, the second you hold the bugs up to the fire, they literally melt like they're made of ice.
It's like the raccoon trying to wash their cotton candy.
Like they're trying to figure out the enough distance to heat them but not kill them and then eat them. They're like doing these experiments to find.
So turn them from owl or snowflies into slush flies.
It's more like getting a drink at this point.
They're very determined.
Little do we know, the Ravens invented Slurpees.
They're very determined when they're spiteful.
Vask is just like, so. Oops.
Can I? Do I
They looked
find
like
any of
leaves
these?
last night. I'm sorry. I thought the trees were just like snow-covered leaves or
I
needles.
think any of us noticed that.
No, none of us saw that. That's not on you of us.
They're sneaky little
And Vask
bitches.
is like, oh wait, and he holds up the jar that still has one in it.
It is flying around trying to get out, but yes.
Haha.
Have I brushed
Like-
these 2 clean?
Yep, there are none on them at this point.
Alright.
Attracted
Vask
to
is
magic.
honestly try to wonder if he could keep it alive.
I doubt that thing could withstand room temperature for long, judging by the way the fire just caused them to disappear. He just kind of
Yeah.
leans down and takes
I
a close
have.
look at the little thing.
Vask is like, if I had gotten a few more, maybe I could have used them as like cold storage.
Yeah.
Put
That's a
them in a
fun
bag.
thought.
Keep...
I don't think these are living.
Eventually, I imagine.
I don't think these are living creatures. Strike me more as something elemental.
They do have a lot of magic about them.
They eat
You
it.
were saying something about magic when you were back there. What'd you see?
The entire area just almost like a glow of magic.
They are little arcane things.
They eat it. They were gonna.
What?
They were gonna give us the big suck.
I'm sorry?
They eat magic.
That's why they weren't eating you or swarming towards you. We all have some kind of magical ability, but yours seem to be all natural or
Or
physical.
at least internal magic, or very low
They
magic.
are. They're.
They're
I don't have any magic. Not anymore.
They're strange little
So.
things.
You have some, but it's not
Not the
much.
rudest
I
awakening
don't.
I've heard.
I'd like to think about what would have happened if we'd stayed in that swamp for too long.
Bad. Bad. Very
What?
bad.
Oh. Imagine those of you with magic would not have fared very well.
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to be very interested in me. Maybe because I was using some of my powers while I was cooking breakfast. And he was like, "Oh man, I left it back at camp."
Yep.
I'll go check. She's like, I'll go check, and then sees the wall of fire. I'll wait.
I mean, I could turn that
Well,
off, but I want to make sure that they're not anymore
no,
there.
it's fine. I'll go around. Make sure your food, your cooking is all right.
So now that once you pass the wall of fire, you realize the direction you ran in and closer into the woods, there is no clear line of sight to your camp.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty easy to remedy. Hildegard will send up Laug and have him fly
Well,
the
I
way they
didn't
can.
say anything yet, Raves. I walked around.
Sorry.
At this point,
Okay.
only you know
Never
that, yeah.
mind.
She walked away a little bit to go check because she didn't want you guys going back where the bugs were. Like, mysteriously no sight of it, or just it seems like we ran too far?
Just seems like you ran through too many trees without checking, and you can't see any signs of it at this point.
She'll jog a little way, see if she can't get a glimpse of it.
I will need a survival check.
Oh god. Well, I did this. Oh my god,
31.
31!
Okay.
Wow.
That you were
Watch out for that
confident,
tree.
but you made the worst mistake of wilderness survival.
Whoops.
You ran off on your own into the woods thinking, I got this. You turn around and realize, oh shit, I have no idea where I am and I can't see any of them. You are now lost.
Roll the
I have to imagine Biter also bolted during that whole affair, or maybe he wasn't even there when it. He
You
just
actually
wandered
know
off
you don't
toward.
see Biter at this exact moment. He probably did take off in a different direction. So a few
I'm not
couple
too worried
minutes
about him,
pass.
at least.
Then like 5 or 10 minutes pass, and you realize it's been a little bit since Nat's been gone a little too long.
Should we deploy the birds?
I can send them up to look around.
Usant.
Yeah.
Let's find our Furbolg friend.
Aye. Why not? Not too accustomed with northern woods, but I've tracked through them already before. Between those and the birds, I think we could find her easily enough.
I would like to climb a tree.
I'm gonna warn you on that when you look at them. These are
don't
tiny,
look like
spindly
they're
little taiga trees
Okay,
that are
then.
very thin in the trunk.
Alright, yeah. Alright. Then no, I'm not gonna climb a tree. I'm gonna try and find like the driest piece of like wood or whatever that I can find, even if I need to like break it off a tree.
Okay. Roll another
Um,
survival check for me.
Oh no! Fuck. Well, another one. Let's see. Oh no!
Much better. All right. There's
-1 in this.
not much in the way of dried wood of any real note anywhere to be found. Almost everything is covered in snow and ice, and not exactly the easiest thing, but you do manage to find, at the very least, you stumble across the campsite.
Oh shit!
You're like, gotta find something, and you trip over one of your packs and just,
Oh, you've got me fucking kidding me.
say you spent
the-
about an hour wandering around.
Oh my god! She like rubs at her forehead. Is the fire still going, or is it out?
It was already starting to sizzle down. It's just embers at this point. Barely any smoke.
I'll try and get it going again with my tinderbox.
All right. With the tinderbox, that is easily enough done.
Cool.
You get another little fire going,
Yeah. so
which
people
I
can
would
see it.
say the birds would be able to spot that without needing to roll anything, because you rolled for Druidcraft and got it where there's no obscuring precipitation. With the weather today, there's a bit of wind, but you can see the smoke and its origins. So you are able. You'll lose about 2 hours worth of time in the morning from it, but you do manage to find your way back to the campsite and reunite. So the first ones to arrive, you see one of the ravens perch on a nearby tree.
Oh.
Nat.
Laug? Raug? Which are you? Which are you? What am I asking? You can't tell me.
Raug!
Oh, fuck. Alright.
It's a Hildegard. You instantly know that one's actually Raug.
Little bastard.
Can I insight the bird?
You have no reason to doubt this bird.
Fair enough. I mean, I do, they're crows, and they've been nothing but trouble.
Racist. Ravens.
Wow.
Racist.
Might as well call them Blue Jays.
Or Glackles.
I'm gonna take a blue jay or a grackle next time I have a familiar.
Do it. This
Dude,
thing's-
that way, when you fire off
Jackdaw.
laser spells, it makes pew pew noises.
Yeah, I love grackles.
Yeah, they're cute. I
Jackdaw.
love the sounds.
Jackdaws are great too. Anyways,
Uh,
Hildegard, you get a signal from you get a signal and are very aware that your bird just lied to Nat about its identity. You know that they have found her.
She coughs and try to hide a chuckle and then just, points in the direction.
I'll check the food, see if it's intact.
Your provisions are fine. Nothing got to them.
Well, no, Vasco's cooking.
Yep. Unfortunately, that smoked salmon got burnt.
Alright.
Yeah. Gonna have to cook
She'll pull
something
it
else.
Fish
She'll
jerky.
pull it off. Well, maybe I might be able to sell. I might be able to eat this. We'll see.
If you want to pocket burnt smoked salmon,
I'm gonna wait for Vasco, but I might.
It's just fish
Or
jerky,
hey.
which
Yeah.
I've had salmon jerky. It's terrible.
Yeah.
so once about 2 hours past sunrise passes, eventually you all make your way back using your ravens as primary guides. You find your way there, discover
Just
Nat
run.
sitting around the campsite.
She shrugs. You found my one weakness. Not live in the woods.
Raug flies down and lands on your shoulder, Hildegard. Shares a very she fell for it glance with his compatriot.
Somehow, even without pupils, she rolls her eyes but scratches the bird under the beak.
Yes, be proud of me, mother. I have committed deception.
She is.
Good boy, you fucked
Sure.
with somebody.
She will say audibly, "Good job, Raug. You found the campsite."
Wait, what? Oh wait, that's what it. Hmm.
I still think we should get away from here, this various area.
Hey, I don't
Yeah.
want to run into more of them. That was a
Agreed.
big swarm. If you hadn't surprised them with that wall of fire, they probably would have chased us for a good half a mile. I followed plenty of bees that would do that. Though down in Whitemore, it's rot wasps. They live inside of corpses.
Yum.
Oh, lovely.
Disgusting.
Lovely.
Oh, yes.
At least it wasn't that, right?
Do they infest the Walking Dead?
Sometimes. Some of them do let them
Ooh,
do it
that's
on
just-
purpose.
That is
Oh.
the most terrifying sentence that's ever come out of your mouth.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm so happy they apparently don't like the cold.
I mean, until you get the ones that like actively thrive in the cold.
Oh, there are certainly undead that prefer the cold.
Point
Probably
finger like
fine.
see?
Just,
As meaning the rot flies.
yeah.
Oh,
Just-
well, fair enough.
Yeah, never seen
Vask
anything like those.
will- On the way back to the camp, Vask does release the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, same way you release a beat, you just, like, shake it in the direction and you just walk in the other direction you're going that it went. It's just like, okay.
It flies away as quickly as it can, disappearing between the trees and from sight almost immediately.
Yeah, Vask is ready to just. He didn't want to, but if it was going to come after again, he would firebolt it. But it's just like, okay, good.
Yeah, that's right, you.
Uh,
Well, this
Well,
sounds
mine's
off
not
to a
gold.
great start.
remind me not to do this. This is your job, Garm.
Yes, it is.
And he's very good at it, too. Either way, we are here. We are all whole. I suggest we keep looking then. Probably ought to head north.
I
I'm ready to go whenever.
Which way is it?
All right.
No, your salmon bird.
Yeah, Vask, those are unsalvageable.
Yeah.
They're charred little things.
Yeah, I think the only one who's going to enjoy that is maybe bite or gnaw on it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
He is.
if you want to try that, that is your prerogative. I cannot promise the results.
Yeah, Vask looks at Garm and goes, if you want to try to give it to him, go ahead. I'm going to stop trying to feed him.
He pockets the charred salmon.
All right, you have
like,
one
oh.
pocket. You have pocket salmon.
Pockets.
All right, so if you're going to be tracking, Blue Salmon will provide aid. I need someone to perform a survival check.
Will
I'm
do.
sure as fuck not.
Yep. Garm, 20. Very good. All right. So, you all advance to the north, leaving the sparse forest behind for much flatter open tundra. The mountains still are to your right, to the east. You can still, if you look behind you a little ways, you can definitely still see the towering peak of the Dragon's Mountain. And you can faintly see things flying and moving around it in the clearer skies.
Hmm.
All right. You make very good progress. The skies are clear. The wind isn't really doing anything too bad. Moving north, before long, you actually manage to spot something as you approach not too far from the canyon wall that you were at before. Once you make it from... You started about here. Around midday, you guys have made it around here. Clicking right there.
All right.
And as you're approaching, you see...
I'm back. Could you
Yep.
click that again? I just pinged over right as.
that you guys have moved up right in here. You've managed to make
Okay.
it that far since morning. You see some very large scrapes, gashes, and rips into the side of the rock and ice walls. Probably going up about 15 feet high.
Fuck.
Hey, that certainly matches the size. Lusan says, seeing that they used to do that back in the day, helps them shed. In the desert, at least, except it's against canyon walls, not glaciers.
Mm.
Oh, like a bear or
Aye. The whole body's covered in armored plating. Stuff gets inside of it. You'd imagine they have to do something to get it out. Except where I'm from, it's sand. Can't blame them either.
Seems we're on the right trail.
Aye. Doesn't look too old either. If you keep heading north, you'll probably find one. Yeah, he just kind of pulls out a little knife, and in some of the sparse snow and some of the darker stone manages to scrape off a little bit of a shape out of the flint, rocket around him, and makes it into the crude shape of a track. Hard to get a clear one because they kind of shuffle through and not lift their feet much off the ground, but if you do see one, this is the ones I grew up with. Imagine it's not too far off. It's large, wide, and has 3 toes pointing inward, and the outside edge of it curves almost like a shark fin, forming a spade-like shape.
Oh,
Interesting.
good for digging.
yeah.
I'll go a little further. I did not plan on being out this long away from the pack. They'll be all right without me, but strength in numbers and all.
Thank you for coming this far, at least.
Yes, we
very-
appreciate the assistance.
Yeah, thank you.
It was very,
And I brought you your company.
it was very enlightening. Well,
Excellent.
well then. I wish you luck. I can't wait to hear the tale of your slaying of this mighty beast. And all to come. Got a good
We
feeling
should
about
let
you
them know.
kids.
Little Garm will, anyway.
You got a good thing going here, the lot of you. Not every day you find like-minded people out. Most folk who sign up to adventure eventually fracture, break apart. But you all chose to come back together again when you didn't have to. You
Surrounded the others. I suppose you have a point.
I got a lot of those. Practically made of them. All right then. I think I can make my way back here.
Watch out for the flies.
Oh, believe me, I know what to do now. His sword just ignites for a split second. Besides, I don't think they could outrun me if I'm as moving as quickly as I can.
Almost carrying 2 people, so I have a handicap.
Indeed. Farewell. Whatever you're going to call yourselves.
Oh, look. Oh. I suppose we do need a name.
I have one.
Do we?
Yes, we do that, right? Alright, that's a good name.
She makes a so gesture with her hands, like, eh.
With that, Lucen does a short bow, drapes his cloak over his shoulders a little tighter, and starts to shuffle off southward. Leaving you all alone in the cold.
Good man.
Yes.
Wise man. Just like watches him go thoughtfully.
You don't get to
Like,
that
you, like,
age without
visibly
learning a
thinking
trick or
about
two.
What?
You don't get to that age without learning a thing or two.
I suppose that's
Especially in his profession.
yeah. I suppose that's true.
The guards kind of like looking between everyone. It's like, he was a nice guy, but do y'all talk like he, I don't know, saved your life at the last second or something. What happened?
Well, what are you talking
And
about, Hildegard?
looks over it and goes, "Well, I was the last one on watch, and he was still awake. And the way he spoke, it sounded like he was talking to everyone else, but he's being cryptic. So
I don't know what you're talking about." She turns around.
I don't need my mind reading to know that something's up.
Hildegard just looks
He's trying to-
confused.
Did you
Trying
guys
to say that,
discount therapy
know.
without me? How dare you?
It's like he went from
Thought
this nice guy we knew to like now people are talking about him like he's their kindly grandfather just returned.
Garbage. Like, he's my grandfather. Y'all find your own.
I never knew my grandfather.
I don't
Me
even
neither.
know my parents.
Actually, that's not true.
Well,
Mash knew his grandpa, but he hasn't seen him since he was a kid. But that's like not tragic backstory stuff. That's just
Yep.
Yeah, just estranged family.
it's just how it
Well,
be.
got him. They got him. What got the idea how gonna God words. Tracks. You're good at this.
I know what to look for now, at least. No guarantee of success, though. Hopefully we find it before the temperature drops.
Yeah.
Let's get a move
Now-
on.
as we resume walking, goes, what did he say? These things like to burrow?
Yeah.
Maybe we should watch our steps and try. If we start feeling the ground shift, maybe we should
Yes.
keep an eye out or ear out for that.
I understand.
I imagine they have some kind of tremor sense.
Yes, makes me wish I could fly. Like some mages I've seen.
That's
Maybe
the
someday.
That's the trouble with hunting prey like this. They have a whole other dimension to attack from. At least if it came from the sky, you would see it coming.
From the sounds of it, it's going to be too big for me to just hold in place.
Aye. We have our work cut out for ourselves.
Indeed, we do.
Though perhaps we won't need to kill the beast. If we can extract his essence somehow, we may be able to fend it off until it decides we're in too much effort.
Maybe. But we still don't know how we're going to do that.
Aye.
So, like, stab it in the foot and get a vial of blood?
What was it you needed, Vara? Like, what did you figure out would be good?
She's like thinking to herself, and you ask her that. She goes, "Oh, I think I got that blood wasn't enough. Was that right, BB?"
Yes.
It's like
The essence is actually more of an esoteric thing.
it's kind of like hard to explain. It's like when people tell you things about your soul, and then don't explain that and have no answer for you.
Blink. I see.
It's like, what is that? And they just look at you like, aren't you supposed to know? It's like, bitch, that's why I'm asking. been thinking, been trying to figure out a way to get it without killing it. But if
And
it's something like that, then
You might
transporting it wouldn't really work, but I mean, I could turn it into a snail again. That wouldn't work in the long term, though. I can only do that for
It's
so
an
long.
hour, and it's gonna take us much more than an hour to get
Yeah, exactly.
anywhere.
also a snail suddenly erupting into a giant thing in the middle of town, probably not good.
It'd be
It
amusing,
would be
yeah.
easier to manage. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
be able to extract its essence.
As we're
Well, if
We're
it's
walking,
a
I-
snail, then it's not going to have the essence of a glacial behemoth. It's going to have the essence of a snail.
It is unfamiliar
Like-
magic to me.
And Vasquez's like, oh yeah, right. You weren't here when I recounted this. There was actually one time when, working with another group further south, very briefly, we had to capture this ogre, and the mage turned him into a squirrel. But the thing is, with squirrels, they're very good at escaping. So, an hour later, there was an ogre running around in a panic in the park.
Sounds cruel to the ogre. What if it
Yeah,
got a squirrel girlfriend in that hour?
I mean, they were a slaver.
We're all
so-
made for life, you know. I don't actually know.
Thank you for picking that up for me.
No, I got it. Yeah.
I caught it too.
I know what you guys
I,
are doing.
But I went the whole way.
Unfortunately, my character would know that.
So, I mean, I can't really answer that question about what exactly essence
No,
is.
I mean, yeah, I Bask made a roll last time and he didn't know either, right? Even though
Yep.
this is
It's a vague esoteric thing. Sounds like something someone would make up to ask for an assignment or something like that. It's a very vague word for a college professor to throw at a student.
Mm-hmm.
could someone insight this?
Unfortunately, Vara could not incite that. She's already divined it. And no one else was there for that conversation.
Yeah.
I gave you the what I figured, what I was told that was, and
Mhm.
that is the best I've got for you. I can like ask something, but that has consequences.
Maybe not while we're in the middle of this.
I suppose we'll find out in the heat of the moment.
Could. She's like crossing her arms as she's walking and thinking, and it's like I could ask the headmaster. Hello?
Isn't that kind of cheating?
Oh, they said ask
I mean,
your questions and get your resources from wherever.
All right, then, fair enough.
and Ruben or Headmaster Ruben.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just.
Maybe he'll even do that weird thing where I was able to see through his eyes and he'll be reading the exact book that you need the information from.
I don't know if I can do that.
No, it was him. All of a sudden, I could see what he was saying, and that was, let me tell you, a trip.
Yeah, he does that. He might not be able to tell me all of it because my assignment is to figure it out, but he can give me a push in the right direction.
And Vasquez just like, so, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to distract from your thing, but just suddenly, you knew he could do that, so I'm just picturing students up to no good, I'm suddenly getting a vision of themselves from a different angle up to the mischief and realize, oh shit, the headmaster's watching us.
Yeah, you're supposed to do your mischief while he can't see you. Then he has, But
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to distract you.
That is a very funny thought. All right. Well, are you going to make that attempt? You are allowed.
it is.
Third level.
It's a third level spell. Scrying is not that, difficult.
Oh, scrying is fifth.
Not scrying.
Sending
sending.
is third.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was looking at my spell list and I saw scrying. I was like, I don't need that.
Well, scrying's fun. You can do it as a ritual, not worry about your spell slots.
I also need 10 minutes.
Well, while
Yeah,
this is
sit
going
down
on,
in the snow for
can I-
10 minutes.
can I just perception around just to make sure we're chill?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you're very chill. You don't need a roll for that.
Ah,
17. Okay. As you guys are moving further north, you open your senses a little bit, your surroundings. You're moved away from the canyon a little bit out in open country. In the distance, you can see the scraggly forests of Hagrid Wayne, where you know that Miriam's coven dwells. It looks way too sparse a forest. Like, the trees are all gnarled and exposed. There's no leaves on them. And you distinctly remember when you were in Miriam's hut, it was a verdant, humid, tropical place almost. So, something ain't right there.
yeah. She just mutters under her breath. Fame. Oh, fame.
And you also faintly hear the sound of ocean waves.
Okay.
So you're probably getting a little closer to the coast, carrying it on the wind.
He was a fisherman who encountered the beast.
It's probably.
Also, just note you can walk while you ritual cast. By the way.
Sending isn't a ritual. Scrying would be a ritual. I can't do sending as a ritual.
You're welcome to pursue whatever path you choose.
I'm just gonna keep my eye out while Vara's.
For this moment, you don't sense anything. It's very still out here. There's not much in the way of signs of life at all.
Yeah, I'll send him a sending, and as you guys are doing their stuff, I'll be writing out my message for VV.
All right. Feel free. Time to get back into Ruben's head again. All right. So, you do notice one thing with that 17 perception, not too far ahead. Out in the middle of the clearing, you see what looks like a very tall, out-of-place rock of some kind.
He squints at it.
With the wind kicking up and a lot of the snow blowing, it's hard to get a clear look at it, but it clearly stands out from the open expanse of snow-covered permafrost.
She pokes Garm. Garm.
Unusual.
Do you see that?
In the distance, yes.
Do you think that could be part of it sticking up out of the ice?
Not out of the question.
Oop, sorry, I wasn't trying to click that. I was trying to look at it.
All good. Now we can all look at it.
Can I? So it's like noticeable, yeah?
Yeah, once you've noticed it. It wasn't like something that immediately jumped out at you. It's when you were scanning the horizon in a bit more detail. It looks pretty far away.
Can I roll a history to see if I've heard of anything like this in this area? Because that sounds like it'd at least be a fun landmark that people would point out.
Sure.
And I am, I listen to yeah.
Yeah. Nope. New to you.
Oop,
Alright.
hello?
Oh.
Who dare?
Oh, it was me. Discord kicked me for.
I'm working on the message. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves. Regard the rock.
Alright.
Do whatever you so choose to do.
Ponder the rock.
Yeah, Vesk will go. Because, well, we are getting close to the witch's woods, so maybe we could ask Miriam. Essence sounds like something that they might know about.
Miriam was not in there.
Miriam has lost her magic.
If you want to contact her, you can. If you have the ability to do sending yourself.
Yep, I do.
Do you really want? Do you want to like expend the spell for that? Let's.
Hopefully
Like
the
it-
witches do not
yeah.
mind our proximity.
It's your spell to use fast.
Pointing over to the rock, Hildegard says, I could just have one of the ravens drop a rock on it and see what happens.
Yeah, but if that is the behemoth, that starts something before we're ready.
Oh, I know, but like, when we're ready, we could do something like that and not be within, grabbing distance. Just gonna pet the bird. Don't worry, you'll be like 30 feet in the air. I'm not gonna send you over to sit on it.
Rag looks at you in a, yeah, that worked really great last time kind of way.
I didn't send you with any rocks last time. I'm sorry. Just
Aw.
wild panic.
I've experienced death, Hildegard. All right, working on Ruben's response.
I can only imagine Vara's mental connection to somebody being completely
Callie,
trippy.
I want you to know that I'm imagining right now Vara staring off into space while the internet boot up sound effect is playing.
Basically,
Hearing Windows dial-up sounds.
Yep, Windows dial-up sounds.
her eyes are effectively blue screens when she's not
Yep.
lucid.
I'm just imagining if anyone contacts her, like, there's a sending spell or contacts her mentally, you just hear the Wii music just playing in the background.
The me menu, yeah.
Yes.
It's canon now.
Like, just the terrifying response of, I've never heard music played over a sending spell before. What is wrong with you?
It's like that version of the video where they put an uncomfortably long pause every time you come to the end of a bar of the song. Just doot 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 doot. Doot, doot, it pauses just long enough to where you're like, oh god.
I love this
I,
video.
I wonder what the person who ever composed the Wii music. I wonder what they're doing and how they managed to capture a fundamental human experience.
I managed to capture something so existential.
Yeah.
Brain ping-ponging around a skull.
Equally unsettling, the every like wild encounter Pokemon sound effect, but just the initial like sting of the encounter itself, but none of the actual music.
All right, there's Ruben's response.
Alright, let's see. I can't send a response to that, right?
Nope. Not unless you want to burn another slot.
Nope. She's just gonna open her eye, or like her eyes are just gonna clear real quick, and she's gonna go, "Damn you, Ruben!"
Unhelpful?
He said that
Not
was,
helpful, was he?
He said that was cheating.
Not even for a hint?
Yeah, he knows I'm on my final, and I guess that's it's not allowed for him to give me that information.
I mean, I did say, wouldn't that be cheating?
He couldn't even give you a hint, or...
Doesn't seem like it.
He's not their teacher.
Yep. Like I
I
said,
suppose we do this the hard way.
all my teacher said is figure out your own resources, and that was a resource, technically, so.
Probably should have contacted the librarian. He may have had a better or a book on it.
Well, the library. I don't know. I don't know if you can like wait to send spending to answer sending.
I
It's not
tried,
like you could go read the book and then tell you.
but I tried, so. The only way I know of right now to get essence is to kill it.
All right. There's a big stone over there. I don't know what it is, but like it's suspicious.
But even if we
Okay,
kill
so-
it, I still don't know how to get it. How do I get essence? Even if you kill it.
I mean, you could bring the heart.
I don't know if that's.
Luson said it would be difficult.
Like,
Difficult, yeah, but like
even if it's
final.
even if it's a final for me to finish my schooling, I don't really. If I don't have to kill it, then I don't want to kill it. I knew I was probably going to have to beat it up, which is why I asked all of you out here, which, again, I'm thankful that you came.
We could try and restrain it and then figure out from there.
Nat crosses her arms and like leans back. What if it's more esoteric than even that? What if he literally just meant like something like notable about it? Like maybe it has like a especially notable crest or something on its body. Maybe what if he just meant get something like that? It's not the essence in the magical sense, but it is a type of essence in an esoteric sense.
Capture the essence, capture the essence.
Then you don't need to kill it. I mean, you have to hurt it, but
Well,
Like I said,
There-
the character has an 18 intelligence, but the player does not.
Mhm.
In moments like that, the key is what would an 18 intelligence tell me, God in the sky?
Yeah, what would an 18 intelligence tell me, God in the sky?
I don't know.
Thanks, God!
I'm kidding. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. You do know Dimly's kind of the first time in your life that you've been given a bit of a taste of your own space cadet medicine. He tends to kind of wander off himself in his own head sometimes. It's probably why Ruben sent him to tutor you. Brilliant guy, really understands divining magic better than maybe anyone you've ever seen and met, but yeah, he's a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs sometimes. He would say something really vague.
The essence.
But you do know that he has never intentionally lied to you or set you up to fail.
if you need something of its essence, and we're going off the esoteric idea, maybe it's something like a trait that's specific to its kind, like part of its shell, or
yeah, that's why.
What
Yeah.
about an image?
an image.
On the image.
An
Like-
image of it. The essence of something, when you put it down into an illustration, that is the essence of it. You're capturing it for all time.
Well, I do. She pulled out her notebook and like flips to some of the runes she copied off of the from the
Yeah.
the tomb.
I have. She's gonna be flipping through her actual wizard book, which you notice is like held together by twine.
Oh,
Like
He's
she
fine.
He
just
frowns at
she
it.
just puts the like she's flipping through it, and it's worn, but it's held together very well, and it's lovingly cared for. It's just a little messy inside, with like handwritten notes and all that. And she flips to
So-
Okay.
she flips to a spell. She goes, I could do this, and she's gonna point out illusory script. Like maybe if
Can
I
you make
maybe if I
an
use
image?
maybe if I use its blood for ink and catch its essence.
And get a drawing of it that way?
Yeah, this is just me trying to embody an 18 intelligence character, but that is what it says I could do.
That I don't have any intelligence.
And it lasts for 10 days, so
That's as good an idea as I've heard.
That's not a terrible idea. And you know,
Mhm.
you could also draw it just to like as a backup.
These are rare creatures.
Dimly doesn't send me out to do things if I can't do them, and I'm almost certain that I can't kill this thing. She gestures to herself, pretty sure. But I can draw it, and I can capture its essence that way. And she's looking to everybody's like, that's not completely insane, right? Because this would be the point where her contemporary peers would be staring at her like, you're a fucking idiot, Thera.
Oh, it's a good thing you're not surrounded by
looking at
nerds.
you like you're an idiot. She's more like, thoughtful.
I'm not sure, but I've been able to talk to animals before. I could ask it to pose for you.
Draw me like one of your French girls, Vara.
Your French behemoths.
I have no idea if I even can speak to it, or if it'd listen, or be willing to barter.
It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
And we don't think
Like,
this
you're gonna
thing
take a
will have
picture of me, the
intelligence
beast
enough
just
to
flops
speak,
onto
yes.
its side, shows its belly.
And we don't get the sense this thing is intelligent enough for speech, right?
We haven't seen it yet,
I don't
so
think
Language.
anything's ever gotten close to one of them to talk to it, is what I'm getting.
it sounds
I
like
could
a
try
big
to
beast.
ask its brain, but
I mean,
it doesn't
between
really work unless they have language.
between
Sorry.
talking to animals and your psychic abilities, that's not a bad avenue between the two of you. So I can't like once we find it, which if that is it, shrugs.
Like I said,
Maybe,
we could just
but-
throw a rock at it to see if something happens.
Yeah, I suppose now's the time, but
I would like to ask God again if this is a dumb idea, but God won't tell me because. So I'm just gonna go with this. This is gonna be my solution.
Okay.
And if not, well, then we're gonna be in a fight with a glacial behemoth. And you're all welcome to just leave me and run off.
I will not.
Hey,
Yeah, we left this college student out in the middle of nowhere to get eaten.
yeah, we
Just
just had
rat
a phase
rat.
for the sorority.
She hired us. We decided it's too much effort. Because she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
It's because my teacher's a cloud cuckoo lander.
All right.
And
So-
do you?
What do you do?
Let us proceed.
Okay.
Well, do we want to try dropping the rock on the rock first?
The rocks to get its attention without being so close
You
to
don't
just grab us.
know if it's that or not. That's the thing.
We don't.
No, we don't.
It's just a stone-looking, stone-ish shape off in the middle distance. It has not moved in the slightest since you guys got here.
Yeah, well, get a little closer, I suppose. Does that sound
Alright.
like an idea?
And then
Yeeting a rock is 60 foot. Is the max distance for yeet rock.
Well,
Just tell him to pick a
how
rock up
fast
in his
is it
talons,
by
fly, and
the,
drop it.
yeah, the birds.
I mean, yeah. I figure a proper magic stone might get his attention better than just piddly rock
But that
pinging
no,
off
that
the
also
shell.
hurt it.
I doubt very much it'll hurt it to any degree it'll care about.
Just watch, you're gonna get a nat 20 max damage.
Oh no, 6 damage.
I've seen weirder and stupider killing blows.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm
Don't
still
make
never
fun
getting
of,
over that gazer killing that bug.
And don't make fun of Chip. His mighty pitching arm.
All right, so do you send off the bird or you deliberate further?
We good with this, guys? Or?
I'm good with that.
I think it's a good
Right.
idea.
Let us proceed.
Since Laug is being a little bit of a testy bitch, Laug is going out. We'll start with just picking up a decent sized rock, flying, 70, 80 feet, however high he wants to, and then drop the rock on the bigger rock.
All right. As he advances, you just all watch, silent, bated breath, waiting. You don't hear anything because, there's wind picking up and it's about 100 feet away watching a rock land on a rock. You don't even really see the rock impact. It's just you see the point where the vague little black outline of Laug in the sky turns around and starts flying back towards you, and no reaction.
Okay.
Oh, so maybe that wasn't it.
Okay.
It might just be a rock.
We could also
Yeah.
try the magic stone just to be sure. It may not be able to feel a normal stone.
I mean, you could, I guess, yeah.
It's no harm, it's a cantrip.
All right, you attempt it again, except this time he throws it really, really hard. This time you do hear it. You hear it hit that rock really hard, and it makes a little crack sound.
God.
Jesus
That hits
fucking
the rock.
Ping!
It echoes and actually, it catches you all by surprise a little bit.
Just look over him like, what the fuck?
Sounds like a gunshot.
He lands back down. It's like, if I do this, I go all the way. I'm a ride or die kind of bird.
Give him pets because that was still impressive.
Still no reaction.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
it's not the behemoth.
It's probably just a rock.
Yeah, I think we wasted our time just fucking staring at the rock this whole time.
Being afraid of an underground monster is logical.
Not when it's just a rock.
Especially when it could be any rock.
All right. Do you guys advance towards the rock or have something else in mind?
I'm gonna advance.
All right. So as you guys advance, we're going to take a brief break if anybody needs to go bathroom or get a snack or anything.
What time is it? Yeah, I need to go put out the chickens, so I'll be RB.
Yep.
Chicken
Oh, into the
time.
bathroom.
Yep. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your needs. We'll be back in a moment.
I sure hope this isn't a stupid idea.
Gonna find out.
It's already too late.
It's gonna be one of those.
I'm looking at my.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at my spells and nothing is helpful. It's all combat.
The one I have that I was talking about that would have consequences is I could sit here and ritual cast contact other plane, but I could also just go more insane than I am.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
consequences.
It's consequences.
Look, I need to ace my final. Tell me, devil.
Devilman, how do I ace my final?
Satan, I need to know what the answer is.
Hey, Satan, do me a solid. Help me pass my test.
It's a glacial behemoth.
Yep.
Just have to wait for Nora to be done in the bathroom, then I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Okay. Get us ready for something big.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hooray.
Aw.
This rock is just like it's the new hole to the Underdark.
It's the hole. It's the rock we need to plug up the hole to the Underdark with.
Oh, you're right. Genius.
So, this is tangential, but that just suddenly reminded me of one of the old Chaosium Call of Cthulhu editions. I remember having one of the books. Never got to run a game of it, but I just liked it. And there was one of the adventures, like one of the example adventures they had was one of the big final things was you go underneath this mansion that's haunted by these invisible psychic lizards, and you find that in this horribly dangerous cavern to traverse and get through, there's an elder thing, not like the species elder thing, but like an elder horror that's trapped and impaled by this giant rune scribed crystal. And it literally gives this thing where it's like, if the players can spend the money and time to get heavy excavation equipment down there to remove this crystal stake, this thing will literally end the world. That is literally is keeping this thing from unleashing the apocalypse. But here's what'll happen if your players do decide to do this.
Back.
All right. Now we're just waiting on Callie, and then we're good.
I'm back.
Hooray. Everybody's back. All right. Roll call. Raven's here. Nora's here.
Yep.
Sarah's here. Callie's here. DZ here.
Yep.
All right.
Jeez, excuse me. That snuck up out of me.
Happens.
All right. So as you all advance towards this rock.
So Vask actually kind of near the back of the group is just getting frustrated with this. Not at Vara, but more of just the obscurity of this whole thing, and he's going to spend some sorcery points and send a sending to Miriam, and I'm sending you the message.
Okay.
Very
Awesome.
exasperated. If people just kind of look back, you'd see Vask's eyes are rolled back and his tattoos are glowing in that way that when he's used this spell before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
don't
all
like the
right
way
there,
his eyes roll
Vance?
back.
Just
It looks-
angrily texting on his phone.
I don't like the way his eyes roll back. It looks painful.
Then don't look.
It's fine.
That's what my mom always says. That hurts. Don't do that then.
Vask just
What was
kind
your
of
mom like?
mumbles. It's the worst when it's the apothecary saying that, or the doctors.
All right, there's no immediate response.
Of course.
What was your mom like, Vara?
She just kind of like stares off in the middle distance and goes, strict, and that's it. She doesn't say anything else after that.
I see.
All right. As you walk forward, it starts to take on a slightly crunchier texture under your feet. Looks like it's a lot more probably from the wind blowing in from the coast, which you can not see so much, but you can actually smell the salt in the air a little more as you come in, feel the bite of it into the wind blowing.
Oh, I miss that smell.
It is probably lots of blown in ice laying on the ground, making everything extra crunchy and crackly. But as you approach, you start to realize that that is not a natural formation. It is a toppled statue.
Oh,
Hmm.
The rock we were staring at?
Yep.
Oh, Hildegard shoots a glare at Laos like, why didn't you tell me about the knocked over statue thing?
You didn't ask.
You just wanted me to hit it.
Just a big, exasperated sigh.
looks like a statue of.
As you get close, you can only really see base, which rises up maybe a good 4 or 5 feet over the edge of the snow. It looks vaguely like a pedestal with looks like feet or boots of some kind and lots of scattered stone around it, some of it buried. You can't tell just from looking at it from this front angle as you're getting closer.
Huh.
If we have a few minutes, I can shape water away the snow, clear it away a bit.
Yeah, look, also could just brush it off. You'd probably quicker, but like, yeah, multiple hands.
Garm is very focused on just the feeling beneath his feet. He doesn't want to get surprised.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Actually, a big thing of snow like this, partially buried. I'm gonna stick my hand on the statue and see if there's any vibrations I can feel through it.
Okay. It is extremely cold to the touch, I will tell you that. Kind of slick.
Yeah.
But at first you don't hear anything. Then you start to feel something. Just the faintest little tremor, stir.
As
Chill.
Vasquez is about to pull his hand back, he feels it. He's like, "Oh, actually, did feel something, something stir."
Didn't know what they move. Do you still feel it?
Still keeping the hand on the stone.
Nothing for the moment, but then, not too far away, you hear the sound of something falling. Something deafeningly loud. You're not sure what at first, but then you hear very loud splashing. Sounds like something fell into the water.
Avalanche?
Like something
Or
breached.
maybe diving off a cliff.
There was a loud
Yeah.
cracking sound first. I will preface that.
Oh,
Look to the birds.
Hildegard will nod and send Laug flying out to see what he can see.
Laug flies over. It's like doesn't take him, but like maybe a couple of minutes. As he gets over to the edge towards the coastline, you see a very large chunk of ice fell off of a nearby glacier face and into the sea below.
Tilts her head up, goes. She says, "It looks like part of a glacier broke off and fell into the The water.
If I'm not mistaken, that was mentioned, or at least we theorized that before. That they could just burrow into a glacier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question: are we standing on glacier ice right now, or like
Feels
a
like covered.
actual?
It feels like covered permafrost, but you're not sure. You can't see solid ground beneath. It's just wind-blown, salty air frozen to the ground.
Right.
It's a very thick, even sheet covering everything. As things get quiet again, this time something rumbles under your feet. Something
I
is
think it's getting
stirring.
close.
Jump on top of the statue. It's like one of the most
Like
hardest.
something out of like that one scene in the first Ice Age movie. A jagged crack appears about 50 feet away to the north of you, not too far from the
Okay.
statue in the ice.
Bask is like, okay, I think it's approaching.
Finally.
Fighting this thing.
We don't
Fighting
have much
this
of a
thing,
choice.
And
Try talking to it first.
as this conversation continues, a deafening sound from the opposite direction of that initial crack
Oh fuck.
is exploding out from under the ice is this
Oh.
creature.
Jesus.
The
um,
sound echoes all across every bit of this expanse, and it roars.
Jesus.
Looking right in your direction, I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative. You can place your tokens in this little box right here, wherever you like.
everyone's like this far back to corner.
In the corner.
Not me. Says
Well,
the
Vasco is
brawler.
by the statue with his hand.
Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh god, I have something to do with my
That's
initiative.
a girl.
Damn it! There was a spell I was wanting to do right before this happened, but I wasted too much time.
I have something to do with advantage. Okay. Oh god, I have advantage on initiative.
Yeah, interesting. It doesn't port any of you guys over now. That's fine. This won't take long.
The thing probably has to be up before we roll.
Yeah, probably. In the past, it didn't, but that's fine. I will add you guys
Yeah.
in quick as can be. Oh, nope, there you all are. The second I add you in.
Natural 20.
Nice.
21-12.
All
That
right.
was fucking focused. This
Alright.
is
We're
a
off here at 21-12.
You
Alright,
needed a nat
and-
20.
fucking
They
12. No, that's a stat.
And it gets, what's its dex? Not very high.
Good to
Okay. It gets an 8.
know. It's still faster than me and Garm.
Some of the heavier hitters here. All right. So, as it comes out, just the sounds of ice cracking, the ground shaking beneath you, this massive predator, whom Lusan's description was not off. It is covered in just large, plated organic armor running down its back that is polished to a mirror sheen, which reflects the sunlight surprisingly harshly, with pebbly blue skin, a massive mouth wide enough for all 5 of you to sit inside.
Oh god.
Oh.
Maybe
Six.
this was a bad idea.
And 6 limbs with massive claws ending in that spade-like shape. It turns, and here we go.
Bad idea.
All right.
Ooh,
Funky music.
yeah.
All right.
Final Fantasy. It's
Yeah,
very
it
Final
is.
Fantasy.
All right. Hildegard, it is your turn.
She looks kind of terrified as she's going to. Goddamn thing. Work. Okay. She's going to move up like to here, and stop that. Goddamn mouse. She's gonna cast Speak with Beast. No idea if it's gonna work or not, but she's going to try.
Okay.
And I will post. Damn it. There we go. Post
I'd
that.
speak with dead, but
God damn it.
making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah, like I had no idea if it'll work, which is like, hello. She just tries to call to, hello, excuse me, large one. Is it a? Can we make some sort of deal or something? Hi.
All right.
Uh,
It actually does respond to you.
Oh.
Its voice is ancient, like the mountain itself. Scraped clean, heavy, raspy. I only ask for a warrior's death, and
Oh.
It wants to die.
All
she's
right.
going to turn slowly, just like somehow paler to the point she could probably vanish into the snowbank. And she's like,
Look.
it's very old and it wants a warrior's death.
Oh. Well, she cracks her knuckles.
Bonus
I can do that.
action. Bonus action is to let the bird shoot it with magic stone.
go ahead and try. Loud,
When
just
you
like,
said,
"Stop this, bro."
when you said Hildegard was pale enough to blend in with the snow, that means it's just the tear streaks that are present, the black tears.
Oh.
Like a polar
Whoa.
bear's nose in a blizzard.
It's a no on the first one.
Oh boy. Okay, I gotta roll some for this.
Just turn and
Does
snipe
it
the top of their
ricochet?
head.
Oh, that's a D8. Okay, that's a
That's
20.
all
Well,
ricochet.
It's just a 20 on severity. Laug flies epically, just darting through the air as quickly as he can. Looses the stone like a trebuchet and blink.
All right.
Doesn't even notice.
I guess
I
it's
was half
Rob's turn.
expecting to ricochet right back through his head.
A higher severity roll might have done that.
Oh god.
All right.
No, the
Aw.
birds aren't rolling well today.
Just once again bounces off. And
It's just my turn.
okay, Nat, go for it.
Alrighty.
At least we can
What is
kill
it?
it
Not-
guilt-free.
She like crouches down and then like kicks off the snow as she charges at it.
All right.
And with her claw first, she's going to attempt to just bring it down right into its face. Which I have advantage. I almost forgot because it is not acted yet, so I have advantage. 17.
Does not hit.
Ah, damn. All right.
Yep, you punch
Yeah.
in, but its thick, pebbly, ice-coated skin deflects the blows.
All right. Cracks knuckles, and is going to attempt to punch.
All right. Does
And,
not hit.
Well, bonus action. I'm going to activate Brace Up.
Go for it.
Roll die plus so 10. Okay, Fugilist die. That's a D8. Yeah, D8. So this is not damage. This is just. That was a 4. 14. Oh, that's turn.
All right.
I gave
Nope.
myself 10 HP because.
Okay. So
Yeah.
as you're closer, you remember the really old pig in Princess Mononoke, the one with the cataracts and closed off eyes?
I've
Mhm.
not actually seen Princess Mononoke.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
yep. This thing is very old. It is clearly blind. Its eyes are just
Oh.
completely cataracted and coated over. You're the first person to get a really close look at it. Seems to have no trouble seeing where you are, though.
Yeah, yeah. Her eyes like flick to the ground, and she just mutters to herself, "Tremor sense."
All right. That's turn. Vara.
Okay, she's far enough back where she's not immediately worried about being hit, but can she find, like, cover in this rubble back here quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she's just gonna back up here, and then, let's see here.
Love this music.
Just wondering if I should use the wall of fire now before it moves so I can get it real good. Or not. What do you guys think?
Up to you in the moment.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like away from Nat, obviously, like, right through it. I'm gonna cast it there.
All right.
And...
Wall of fire away. Okay. Dexterity save. Not great at those. Yeah, I got a -1. It's going to take that 21 fire damage. So yeah, you see, once again, just like with the snowflies before, just this line of fire cleanly line up and lance right through it. It
Damn.
recoils a little, backing up and shuffling like a crocodile. The light off of its mirror-sheened back plates reflecting that light pretty badly. It looks hurt, but it mostly just looks pissed off.
Nat
now,
covers her face.
You asked for this!
Alright. Alright. It's that turn?
That is turn, I think. Yeah, I don't have to declare that I'm going to be giving somebody my portents. I just do it in the moment that they're doing something, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just making sure it didn't work like Bardic Inspiration.
Huh.
That's
Alright.
turn.
Alright. Now it's its turn.
Yep, here I go.
Alright, let's draw that shape for the wall of
Oh,
fire so I
no.
remember it. Do that for now.
I just realized
We're
we're
in
all
a
lined up in a
line.
row.
We will remember you fondly, Nat.
That's where I got in cover.
So it starts to back up into the fire. Yeah, it could do that. You get an opportunity attack if you wish, Nat.
I do wish. I'm just gonna take a swipe at it. Not the right click, left click.
That one actually hits.
25.
That one hits.
Yeah. Just as it's like backing up, she just fist
Okay,
shoots
7.
through the fire, and like almost ignites like the cloth on her around her hand, just smashes it in the face.
Yep, you managed to get a gash around it through cutting through a couple of the claws. It notices, but it does not halt its advance retreat. It disappears, and for a moment you can't see it.
She's like, "Well, this is going to hurt, isn't it?"
I'm gonna need
Yep.
every single one of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get anything for being in cover?
Oh my God, Nat! No, you're good at these. Well, you're okay at these. That was a 2. Good lord.
Hmm.
Oh,
Interesting.
oh damn.
Damn, Hildegard.
It's
Damn.
good 'cause it doesn't have any real bonuses to it.
I have a +5,
Oh, no.
but I rolled a 2.
Uh-oh.
That actually... Okay.
Oh.
Hildegard's the only one that passed this.
Oh my God.
I do give that +3 bonus.
Oh.
to
Yeah.
those in my aura.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
15.
does Vask pass then?
Vask just
An
passes.
18? Oh, thank you.
You have to beat a
Var's too far
17
back.
here.
Ah.
So, you squishy casters are going to be less messed up. So,
Yeah, good use of
I
that.
believe the rules are if it passes through Wall of Fire again, it takes the same amount of damage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take another 21 points of fire damage.
I think I know what it's doing.
And you are all treated to the sight of this thing leaping like a goddamn whale through this wall and sliding towards all of you with its massive bulk.
Jesus.
Colliding into the statue, just managing to hit every single one of you.
Oh my god.
The ground shaking. Just,
I did a penguin slide.
it did.
Good, yeah.
I'm gonna need a lot of dice for this.
Oh, God.
All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's nice playing with
5,
you,
6,
Vara.
7. I'm gonna need 3 more d6s.
Oh god.
You don't though.
Oh, but I do.
What if you don't?
Ooh, all right.
Oh.
Gotta
This
add up some
definitely
math here.
changes what I was gonna do. Am I underneath it now, or did it knock me off to the side?
It will knock you off to the side. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm just gotta focus on the numbers first.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
You gotta understand, I'm a little concerned.
yeah.
Understandable. All right, that was a little on the low side. Every single one of you that fails takes 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, my God.
Those of you who pass take 17.
Oh,
I failed.
Jeez.
I'm really glad I gave myself some pimp HP, but still, ah.
Oh, I got 24 hit points.
Oh my god. Let's see.
So-
34.
All of you are knocked away. So Vask, you almost get knocked prone, but manage to stand up. Hildegard, you're not in its way at the moment. Vara and Garm and Nat are all prone. And it also, I should point out, I'm going to have to make a shape here. Everything it just slid through is now difficult terrain.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I found a very fun stat block.
Noted.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
recognize the stat block. Well,
Alright, we'll just
I've
say-
seen it, but I haven't, like, seen it.
All right, so
Sure.
let's...
Fuck.
All right, there we go. It's been a long time since I've heard that music. That is very nostalgic for me. All right, so that is its turn. That's the only action it can take right this moment.
At least
So-
Cam doesn't have to chase him down.
Nope. So, Vask, it is now your turn. You just
Yeah,
barely. You still got clipped by it, but
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, ow.
Oh, that's the one I meant to click.
going for Mind Whip. Okay. 17 intelligence. Yeah, I don't think it's great at these. We're gonna find out.
That's what I'm hoping.
Wow. It's smarter than it is dexterous, I'll give it that. Okay, yeah, that's a 12. So it does fail.
Okay. Okay, no longer having a reaction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Or however.
Run away.
how far was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there.
The wizard should also get out of dodge.
She will
Yeah,
when
it's
she
not
gets up
reaction
from prone.
anymore.
Yep.
Oh God, I am
Yeah.
prone and I'm in difficult terrain. I can't move like
It's
at
going to
all.
take your entire turn, unless you've got a ranged attack that can hit from that far.
I might.
I'm trying to think if Vask has anything worthwhile as a bonus action right now. That's not spells. I don't think so. Oh, well, wait, I do have quickened. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd advise you guys as your DM, don't hold back here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oof.
this is going to be worth it. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell as Vask reaching into his pack, hoping that his jars haven't been shattered. Pulls out Blub, his little slime, and drops half of him onto the snow at his feet as he uses. I just put in the stuff.
Summon
I
aberration.
forgot I did for that. Summon aberration as the slime bubbles and rise underneath his feet, lifting him up as he stands on what looks to be a slime-based beholderkin.
Awesome.
All right.
He is standing on it as it's hovering.
All right. I'll take a moment to get this thing's stats put together. See
Oh, I have it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah.
Ask summon. So
Right.
it is going to
How many
after
hit
my
points does it
turn,
have?
a 40.
40,
it
okay.
says.
All right,
Because
just
I
typing
think
that
it's
in for
based
my own ease of
on-
reference.
Yeah,
All right.
'cause I
You all
think it's
see
based
Bask
off
good.
of spellcasting level. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 40 hit points. So it is going to I raise.
All right. That just falls short of hitting it. The second one hits.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, Vask pulls out some big brain shit here. You all turn and see him summon a floating eyeball monster of some kind, which he then gets on top of like a chariot and it starts shooting lasers at him. It's the most anime thing you've done yet.
And it rises up 15 feet to be off of the ground.
So you were literally a glowing psychic
Actually-
man on top of an eyeball monster in the air.
Yeah, and when he summons it, his tattoos flash the same neon green as the slime. Like
That's
the
fun.
bioluminescence goes into the slime.
That's really fun.
That's cool. Yeah.
Pulling out one of your big guns.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to. This is the spell I wanted to do before the grab.
Oh, I think Discord did the thing on me again. Hold on. Yeah,
Hello.
Hello.
it's just suddenly silent.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You hear us?
Yep, you're all good now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
Assume when
But
everybody
yeah,
just
that's
suddenly goes
that's his
silent.
turn.
Mm-hmm.
Garm now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Kara's gonna pipe up from wherever she's
Yep.
down underneath the things like, don't worry, Garm, you're gonna hit it. Have a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, the pally. Oh my god.
Well, that changes my game plan.
Yeah, one of her divining wizard rolls was a nat 20, and I knew this is where it was going to get used.
Of course.
Smite.
Fucking unload, Garm.
She's just laying
See,
there
I
on
was-
her back looking at the sky. Don't worry, Garm, you'll hit it.
See, I was planning on doing some more crowd control things, but, you know, a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Yep. All right.
Uh,
The stars have aligned.
So, Garm, you manage to rise to your feet, taking a good bit of your energy as the wind kicks up, blowing your fluffy, furry cloak off in the direction in a very aesthetic pose. You take your sword, notice a nice weak spot there between its limbs around the shoulder joint. You drive it in. All right. Just roll an attack to hit.
Question.
Mhm.
It hasn't occurred to me. Is like divine. You can't stack divine smite and a spell smite at the same time, right?
I don't believe so. Now, if you want to do bonus action for that, actually, I think you can.
You
Yeah,
mean
you
like
can because of
yeah,
like
It's a bonus action to apply it to your weapon. Yeah, no, you could.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and smite is just a thing you do.
This would be the perfect time to do it, since you know this
Yeah.
would be a crit.
Pour it
Spite
all
is-
in.
Smite is not considered a spell. It can just happen anytime you hit.
All right, cause I would like to expend one spell slot to apply Wrathful Smite
Wait,
to the blade. So that's going to deal an extra. Let me just roll that now. D6 of psychic,
okay, it's 5
And it-
additional damage, which will
and
get
it will
doubled.
have to. It will have to make a Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until my concentration drops.
Okay.
And you said just roll damage.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's just regular damage. Can you roll again?
Yeah,
Piss.
Okay.
Oh.
Still good. Well, that's
you
just
said it
one
counts as a.
That's just 1d6. You roll both.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
Great sword.
It's weird. Hold on.
Just
Oh, I
roll
think
another
I
D6.
clicked the wrong thing. I rolled my bite instead of my sword.
That's
Oh
more what
my
I was
God.
expecting. Okay.
And you said it counts as a crit.
Mm-hmm.
It does. So that's both of those together.
I would like to expend a savagery die.
Go
Oh
for
my
it.
god.
So, okay.
This
And
Duke
now-
in this-
For the fucking divine smite.
Paladins, man.
Yeah.
Paladins with a net.
When
Uh,
they crit, it gets nasty.
Fuck it. Why not use a third?
Mhm.
Okay. That gets doubled.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to do some math here. All right, so
And that was hit one.
that's the only one that gets the nat 20 attached to it, but still. All right.
You're gonna have to roll one of your own.
Yep.
Roll another
Oh, yeah.
20.
Other one is us to make a wisdom save, which yeah, it rolled a 14. I don't believe that passes.
It does not.
Okay, so it takes that additional 5. Oh, jeez. So you want to know how much damage you just did?
Yes.
81 points.
Jesus Christ.
That's
That
close
is-
to the highest.
That hurts. All right, so as you stand up, you drive it in. There is just a burst of magical energy that flows out from the sword into the blow, and it just explodes for a moment. This burst of energy, it roars out in pain, screeching out over the entire expanse. Its leg is limp. One of them appears to have been crippled a little bit, but it's got 5 more, and it sure is paying a lot more attention to you than it was before.
I should
Has
be right
6
behind.
legs.
And you said another attack?
Yep.
Get another 20, get another 20.
Oh, does not hit.
But now it is frightened of me. After fucking driving in the sword and creating that giant fucking magical explosion.
Mhm.
He's fucking really bloodied from the whole impact thing. It's like,
So you want a warrior's death? I will give it to you.
Vask watching this is like, oh, he really is a monster hunter.
Just it's just suddenly like, wow, I feel a little less impressive right now. Just a little. Okay, with that, we're back up the round. Hildegard, Garm just nuked this thing. What do you do?
She's getting out from behind him as far as she can.
Just
It has no reactions.
Okay, so I can
Raven?
reach that far.
Raven,
Yes.
were you prone?
No.
Okay,
Good.
good.
I
Good.
passed it. I was like, it was just me and
Oh.
Vask who passed it.
Can I?
What?
Never mind.
What?
No, I was gonna ask if Nat could shout something to Hildegard, but never mind.
all right.
Okay.
You got anything else planned besides the movement?
Yes. I'm going to shoot
All right.
Hildegard, after seeing and feeling, is just going to unload 2 Eldritch Blasts, which may or may not do anything.
Worth a shot.
Nope.
That one
Hey,
hits.
9. And then,
Nice.
like, as she's blasting away, we're at a little, like, the final magic stone.
Well,
I called it.
Yeah.
Log.
Stone!
I called that it would be a natural 20 sometime.
Oh,
You
I'm-
did.
I'm just imagining
Jesus
it
Christ.
clips off the eyelid and just chips, just as a small scratch of the eyelid. Just turns to look at Laug like, what the fuck?
And the previous magic stone was a nat 1.
Yes, it was. Heaven or hell. And as for the bonus action, an enormous hammer crashing down next to it. I'm gonna spiritual weapon.
go for it. I'll put the little token down for that. That hits.
27. Goddamn.
And you, man, when Hildegard hits, she hits.
Occasionally. And then her level 5 magic damage does fuck all.
Still counts. All right. All right. Let me do some math here. So 9.
Is it the same type of hammer as the Tomb Tapper?
Tomb Tapper? No,
I think
no. no.
I think you described it as kind of looking like a crowbill hammer.
It looks like kind of like well, it used to look like a holy-ish warhammer, but it's been just gothic. Like it has like ravens inscribed on the sides of the hammer. The fucking spike at the back end of it for punching armor is shaped like a raven's bill.
yes.
The first time she summoned it, she was actually rather didn't look like her standard spiritual weapon.
So in other words, it went from an Age of Sigmar weapon to a 40k weapon.
Just
So
Goth
back
is
to
all
Corbin.
All right. So 9, 17 plus 8.
I'm gonna check that real quick because that's not
25.
written to me. Let's see
That
here.
doesn't seem like that's what
1d8.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a level 5 spell cast, not gonna lie.
Yeah, let me just read this real quick.
You got
Standard one is 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. Yeah,
You
it's,
have 0.49 times 3d8.
Yeah, it's weird in there.
I
Doesn't
have
make.
no idea.
That's probably from the update they did. It always does something like this. All right, so either way, 103, 17.
The 1d8 plus current level is
I've
5.
never seen percentages
Yeah.
Using the spell, damage
for
increases by
decimal
1.
points.
Okay, so yeah, that is the correct amount of dice.
Mhm.
Wait, is it? It is not actually. I think. The percentage is throwing me the fuck off.
Oh, that. I'll just figure out how many dice you need to roll.
It says you can't use in the spell slot 3rd level or higher. The damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 spell slots.
Above second, so it would just be an
Two
additional
spell slots.
2 die.
This is worded weird. Using the spell slot 3rd level. Oh, so 1d8 for every 2 slot levels above second. Why is that so fucking weird? Okay, sorry. So yeah,
it's an odd spell.
2 extra d8, and unless I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Yep.
I don't think you did.
Because this, I don't understand what happened there.
Now, I'll just say, since this is being weird and Roll20 glitching is not entirely fair, we'll keep the 5 for just roll.
What's the standard? This normal damage. It's the higher cast that seem to be working.
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, and then when you cast it on a 3rd level or higher, damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above second.
Yeah.
So you have 1 more d8, I think.
I think what happened is I lost a d8.
Yep.
I think. All right. Apologies.
That's fine. 8, 6, 14.
So yeah, the hammer comes down and just cracks into the back leg. Just actually swings with the pike part. Just the the punch through the armor. Okay, yeah, that's more along the lines of the damage of a level 5 upcast. What the fuck? Anyways, sorry, it's my end of turn because I can't do anything now.
All right, that's
I don't know if I'll
turn.
be able to do anything. We'll see.
All right, Nat, you got the wind knocked out of you. You thought you braced in time, but this thing hit like you got hit by a whale.
She pushes herself up off the ground, coughs up a little. This right here is rubble, yes?
Yep.
I'm gonna throw rubble at it. That's an improvised weapon, and I'm proficient in those. But first of all, I am going to use 2 of my Moxie points and a bonus action. Count these down to activate Scrap Like a Sleuth.
All right.
And I am going to hone in on the glacial behemoth's idiosyncrasies and bad habits.
All right. A little judgy, but all right.
And I'm gonna grab a piece of this rubble, and just pitch it at this thing. Because I can't move, so with advantage because I scrapped like a sleuth. Fuck you.
It bounces off the plating.
God damn it! Another one! Oh my god!
Both of your shards of ice just shatter against it.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Beans. Oh well. All right, Vara.
All right. So she uses half her movement to stand up, and she's like, "Oh, that really fucking hurt." And she flips it off. Like she puts a middle finger right in its face and goes, "Bye!" And Thunder steps away at 5th level.
Nice.
So that is...
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you're gonna Misty Step, don't bother since it has no reaction, but yeah, Thunder Step is fun.
Thunder Step's always fun.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5 d10s. Looks like.
All right. 28 damage. Nice.
And she's gonna be right back here behind her own wall of fire.
Oh.
All right, so Vara just flash steps away as quickly as she can, and all of a sudden there's just this loud sonic boom. This thing rears back a little bit onto its back pairs of legs from the impact, comes back down.
And because we can't see through the wall of fire, it just looks like she disappeared on all of us.
Oh shit! Shouldn't
Like-
you have
like-
concentration on
Later,
that?
guys. You deal with this.
Oh yeah, you would have to roll concentration, roll a fire, wall of fire, wouldn't you?
I'll roll that just in case it does go down. Constitution.
That would happen a while ago, but hey, either way. Oh, just pass.
I always
All
forget
right.
about that.
It's
Yeah.
hard to keep track of. All right, you just managed to hold on to it.
I did just get hit by a whale.
Yep.
You can't see her because she's by the wall of fire, but she's like collapsed on her knees and like ah ha ha.
Probably rethinking your friendship with Tinley.
Just gonna show up back there, just like, the fuck, man.
Dimly, the fuck.
All right, so is that turn?
I believe that is everything that she could do. That was an action. Yeah, that's an action. No, casting time's blank. Thunderstep, you're on crack. I'm just gonna say it's an action.
It is an action spell.
Yep, one action.
There is nothing I can do as a bonus action that is, valid. Except for, yeah, everything is an action that I can do. So she's just gonna vanish, and then you hear her behind the wall of fire before you freak out going, "Son of a bitch!" That is turn.
All right, it's turn.
And
After
remember
getting-
with Mind Whip?
Yep, I remember. It can only do one thing. It only needs to do one thing, though.
Uh-oh.
So, it just after getting pummeled, its head hurts. One of its legs is limp now. It turns to see the little man in dark garb that managed to wound him so grievously. And it wiggles a little bit the way a cat does before it pounces.
Oh no.
It just leers, turning around with its full size of its wide, almost Diplocalus-like head. And it tries to bite you, Garm.
It will have to make that a disadvantage.
Well. Good thing for you. Because that was a 27.
Ooh.
And that was a 26.
Oh my god!
Excellent.
Silvery barbs. Silvery barbs.
It already had disadvantage, but okay.
Yeah,
It can
already
have
had-
my last portent. Which was, anybody want to take a guess what it was?
Natural
One.
A 12!
Two.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Are you all right? If you're doing that, I'm just gonna tell you though, a 12 still puts it up to a 23.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Oh.
Sorry, no takesy backsies
no
on
takes
that.
backsies, that's fair. But Jesus Christ, that's a big fucking modifier. I should
it has all the strength in the world.
Damn.
This thing has a strength score of 24. A barbarian at
Yeah.
level 20 could match it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bring it
Alright.
on.
Alrighty. Oof. Okay. That is 28 points of piercing damage as this thing clamps down on you. Starts wiggling around like a crocodile. And then it's going to try to chomp down on you again.
With the
Okay.
Mind Whip?
Well, it has an action. It gets 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Uh,
bring it on. It's only
oh,
fair.
right. It's fully slow it that only reduces it to one attack.
Yes.
All right, so first roll. Okay, so that is a 18 to hit you.
Yes.
Just hits you.
Yep.
All right.
Damn, I'm glad I left.
Okay. This thing's rolling high on the d12s. Okay. 7. Yeesh. You take 36 points of piercing damage.
Yeesh.
All right, I am down to 0.
Whoa.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, this thing, it pulverizes you right back.
Oh damn.
It starts pounding you into the glacial ice with its head, lets go, and sees you just laying there in the snow, just growls and turns to look at everyone else.
Let me make that Constitution save to drop. I'm unconscious, I believe.
I think you just drop it then.
Yep, it just
Yeah.
dropped. It's no longer frightened.
Yep. All right. So that was with disadvantage that it did that. Jesus. All right. So yeah, Garm's unconscious. You all see that pretty quick.
Does anyone else have healing now that Anafor is not here?
No.
You guys have potions.
Yeah, he does potions.
You just have to get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no potions.
So that's its turn. Vask.
Yep. Well, yeah. Gotta,
You could float over the difficult terrain.
Yep.
yeah, fly down, and telekinetically pull you using my bonus action to drag you across the ice. Because
How far can you take him with that?
This thing. 5 feet. It's literally just my bonus action telekinetic feet shove.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you
And-
get pulled away just a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna feed him the greater healing potion that I just recently made. My only potion.
All right. That is your action. So you get max.
How much is that?
Yeah. 44 plus 4, so 16.
44 is 16 plus 4. That's
Oh wait, no,
20.
yeah, 20.
You get 20 HP.
Oh,
Hey!
The thing is going to, now that I'm right up against this thing, shoot. Oh wait, wrong character sheet. Why do I keep closing my monster sheet?
Do you need to use your bonus action to command it?
Oh, it acts. Hold on, let me look.
I remember right. It's one of those that takes the dodge
Takes its
action if you don't
turns
command it.
immediately after yours. It obeys. You don't issue. Yeah. Yeah. Takes the dodge action.
Well, that's helpful
Hello?
all the same.
Unless I mean, I wouldn't have told it to keep attacking it, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's.
You don't.
I'm
You don't
asking. I
need-
wouldn't have been able.
You don't need
No.
to expend a bonus action to tell it to do.
No, I do. Oh wait, it obeys your
Yeah,
verbal actions.
that's
No
not-
action required by you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rayan's bread and butter is the spells like these so far.
Yeah. Yeah, no action
You
required.
just
so
need
yeah,
to be able to
I'm gonna-
communicate with it.
All right.
If you all
So
allow me
yeah,
to.
I'll allow that.
Okay. Get up against it though, so
That hits. That also hits. Very good. Okay, so yeah, that's a very fun shot. I could just imagine the two of you floating in as you see Garm get pulverized, just shooting lasers to keep it at bay while you grab Garm and guzzle a potion down his throat.
yep.
I wonder, how
Oh,
does
it's
that
just
taste?
It's homemade.
I mean, well, that's the thing. I have here. Dang it! I keep opening the wrong character sheet. I mean, literally, one of the things about it is medicine. When administering treatment, you can transform medicine that is bitter, sour into a pleasing concoction. So
It's-
the homemade healing potions that Vask makes do taste good.
It tastes like honey. We'll just rule that. It tastes like honey.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot. There's a liberal use of honey as the sweetener and preservative.
Excellent.
I know you're playing a wolf and not a bear in this one, but enjoy the honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Close enough.
My dog happens to like honey, so.
I've not run into a dog that'll turn down sugar in any form, including the dangerous kind. But you can't stop it.
Last thing you should tell him is like, this will taste like peanut butter.
Garm just gets up and starts smacking his mouth.
The entire time.
So Vask is just like, as he's healing, as this blub is attacking, he's just like, all right, up and at him, big guy.
Do that thing again.
Yeah, his eyes snap open. Like, everything went dark real quick.
Vask is, it's like just Vask is thinking to himself, I gotta stop running up close to these monsters.
I just care so much.
Mm-hmm. He looks straight up at you, registers with what you probably did. However, he doesn't seem particularly plussed that he got smacked so hard. If anything, like, he's grinning, and you can see he's got some very sharp teeth.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's a shonen character.
You spend
Well-
your whole life holding back when something that can knock you out like that.
I mean, if going by shonen rules, this thing is in trouble now that he's woken up and got a second wind.
Mhm. Oh, it very much is.
All right, and that note, it's your turn, Garm.
Cool. Let's see. That's my action. So, you have a very up close and view, Vask, as his fucking flesh starts to knit back together. He's used lay on hands on himself.
Oh, yeah.
He's back up to 70 health.
Ooh, you used a lot. Good job.
That's my entire lay on hands.
This would be the time.
Yeah. And gonna use his bonus action to use Vow of Enmity on the
Alright.
creature. So as he fucking gets back up, he's unconscious again. He's looking like he's having the time of his life.
Now this is worth fighting.
All right.
And y'all just are sitting there just wondering, like, what is this man made of?
Fluff,
Or
he's
can't
made of
see
fluff.
it, but you can sure hear it.
It's made of flute.
It's so nice to fight something I don't have to pull my punches with.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
go
have,
for
you
it,
have at
man.
that, buddy.
All right, that's your bonus and your action.
Yep.
You can move if you wish, but otherwise that's turn.
Yep.
It does have its reactions back.
It does.
Yeah, he's just gonna move over here out of the area. So we're not all grumped together for it to do another belly flop.
Scrump.
Yeah.
All right. Back up the round, Hildegard.
She's gonna keep moving this fucking way, and she's finally
Yep.
out of the fuck zone.
Yep, you basically have to wade through a snowbank that it kicked up from its massive slide attack.
Yeah, and she basically as she was turning to run, she saw blanking on his goddamn name, Garm. There we go. Garm go down, and it hit the panic button in her head. Like, so she turns around, just like there is just a pull of deep necrotic energy as she grits her teeth and hisses, "You want to die with your own goddamn life." And she's gonna pull a happy little thing called light
Tried and true. All right.
And just huge necrotic essence just begins ripping at it. If it fails the DC. I'm assuming it has a great constitution.
It does, yes.
Yeah. But
All right.
it's still the highest damage spell I got.
Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, it passes the save with flying colors. It passes it with a 27.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
figured.
But it still takes half of that.
It's still decent.
31, so it takes 15 damage. So yeah, you can see that area around the side where Garm stabbed into it, the limb starting to shrivel up a bit.
Yeah, and
It
as
is
she's
still standing, though.
as she's pulling just the the magic, the life essence out of this thing, her hammer on the other side gives a happy little wiggle and then swings at its leg again.
Like it's lining up for a golf swing.
Exactly. Oh, it misses.
Aw.
It does miss, unfortunately.
It hits a weird chink of armor.
All right.
That's turn. Can't do anything else.
All right.
I'm going to pick up. Is there more rubble I can pick up?
From that slide attack, I'd say you got plenty of kicked up stuff
Cool.
to pick up and toss.
I'm going to get as close as I can, just about here. And I'm just gonna chuck more rubble at it.
That hits.
27. That'll be 9.
Very good.
Again.
Wait, so
Hey.
20.
You are throwing some hella snowballs right now.
Yeah. That'll be.
Ow, that one had a rock in it.
You put some ice and a rock in it.
And there's not like much she can do to like make some noise, but like she tries her best to like stomp onto the ground because she's pretty sure it has tremor sense, trying to get its attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bonus action activate Dig Deep.
All right.
And I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Get over here, you fucker!
All right. With that, we're at Vara's turn.
Once I hear her muscles visibly bulge.
There's nothing she can really
You arm
do
strong a little bit.
from back here.
But
She's gonna
yeah,
get-
little Armstrong.
She can get right here and peek around her own wall of fire.
You could also just dispel it, but yeah.
Could. Which is probably what she's going to do, because she can see Hildegard there. You are the only person in range of this spell. Well, you're just outside of it. Fuck, I can't do that either.
You could get closer.
I'm on my range of movement.
Oh, you used it up. Okay.
I will allow you to reshuffle if you wish, if you decide to do a different move here.
Let's see, let me
You can think tactically. I allow that.
I could get to here.
Isn't one side of Wall of Fire technically safe to pass through?
Yeah, but I think it's this side over here.
It's the other side.
It's the other side because he he passed through it and got
Yep.
damaged. So if I did that, I would also get damaged.
All right, so it's either dispel it or go around.
Yeah, she's going to dispel it because it's not doing anything right at the moment.
All right, then I'll just remove the shapes for now. Oh, no, it didn't work. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, okay, so she's gonna see you, and
Yeah?
she's going to cast haste on you.
Oh my god. I
Okay.
see. All right.
She just had to see you and get close enough.
Oh my god.
All right.
Now she's concentrating on that, so
Okay.
All right.
you just kind of watch the wall of fire
I
like
branded you against the ground.
The wall of fire just kind of opens like a curtain, and you see her run through it, and look at you like, "Yeah, you're close enough." And she snaps her finger and points at you.
Oh.
Everything just looks slower to you all of a sudden.
Yeah. She grins and keeps trying to get this thing's attention.
Okay, and I believe that is my turn. Yeah, that is an action. So, yep.
All right. Its turn now. All right.
I might have just moved myself into death, but
Find out. All right.
Come on.
It has options.
Come on, I'm here, do it!
come on, kill me!
Come
It
on,
moves.
kill me!
It lumbers over here. It's gonna take one bite swing attack at Vask. Since you got down low to the ground to be able to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Altruism.
That is a 27 to hit. This thing rolls pretty high.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I haven't recast Mage Armor because we slept and my armor is 11.
All right, well, with that 11 armor class, you take 13, 15, 16. You take 16 points of piercing damage. Actually, a fairly low roll.
How much? 16?
16, yes.
Okay.
Then it's going to try to take a bite at Nat as well.
I encourage
Not quite bloodied, but close.
Okay, that is, wow. For once, it does nothing. That was a 2 in the die, so that was a 13.
Oh yeah, no, nothing. Damn you! I want you to hit me. Come on.
Well,
Still waste an attack on you.
I mean, yeah, but like,
yeah.
my point
As it comes
is
into
there's so much
bite.
damage.
Well, here's what happens. It's like, as it attacks Vask, you see it coming. Then it starts to move towards you, and everything just slows down again. I'm just going to say you step back just a little bit and push off of its snout to give yourself a little bit of distance to get out of the way of the slow motion snapping.
Oh, it's great.
It's Neo. It's Neo when he taps into the Matrix and is just dodging the agent blows just by inches.
Yep. All right, that's its turn.
Hell yeah.
Back to Vask.
Run,
baby.
I don't want to do this, but I have to make a concentration check for my aberration.
Oh,
No. Not Blub. He's fine.
Hey.
I have
Blub.
a very good Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can take an action to disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, that's the thing. I was gonna try something.
Okay.
Vask
Love
getting
trying
hit by
something.
this thing. Well, Vask is gonna try something first, but being this close to such a big monster and getting hit by it, it's almost like he instinctively tries to shove it back, like the telekinetic shove or pull he used with Garm and other
Mhm.
enemies. But this time it's just you see his tattoos kind of go almost like the same void black that he'd seen Garm's color, you know, the starry scape, as on the other side of it. Damn it, click the wrong character sheet again. He kind of thrust out his hand, and in desperation, he's saying pull.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Con save, 5d10 force. Okay, so
try to
yeah,
pull it away from him and that.
its con is good. We're gonna find out something
Yeah.
here. So roll me that 5d10 force.
Yeah, still takes half, even if it passes. So.
My God,
I rolled half the damage.
you are not gonna believe this. That is exactly enough at half damage. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Oh,
Grab Gravity crush it!
No, I was thinking something else, or maybe it pulls it back and causes it to flip backwards and smash onto the statue, cracking its back.
Oh, fun.
Like cracking the shell and the spines, instantly killing it, but
Yeah, that's dramatic. So yeah, all of you standing around watching this thing manage to hit Vask, knock Garm out, almost hit Nat. It looks dire. This thing looks like it's got a lot more steam in its engine. And Vask pulls his own anime moment. His tattoos flare black, and all of a sudden, just this dark spherical void opens up above and behind it and pulls it up into the air. You can see the armor along its back cracking from the pressure. This thing is in pain, and it just
Not for long.
drops and is impaled on the back by the jutting out parts of the statue. Struggles for a moment.
oh, this is a lot more brutal than I was expecting.
Goes still.
Oh,
And Vas just kind of looks at his hand as the tattoos go back to normal. He's like, no one could do that. And then he's just like, ow, as he realizes he's bleeding from a bite.
Uh,
well, now what?
Gar immediately rushes over to the corpse. He still clearly has a lot of energy.
Yep.
And Lusat wanted a tooth at the least, right?
A tooth or a claw. As you get close, you can see the eye move for just one moment. The little cataract just kind of advancing, shuffling slightly towards you. There's just a little moment of eye contact, a little connection between predators and prey. Just one last rumble and it goes still.
Worthy hunt.
He immediately starts fucking hacking at the thing.
Well, you
All right.
probably want to get in there, Vada, before you're too late.
yeah, try this sketch thing.
She's limping past you and she's like bloody and shit. It's like, I'm getting it. Hold on.
Also, Hildegard is holding words down. They saw that giant juicy eyeball.
Be right back. I don't want to miss anything, but
It's like they could dive into that thing.
If people wouldn't mind, I could two real quick.
Yep, sure. BRBs if you need to. No worries.
Oh man, I am now super fucking tired. Because
Mm-hmm.
taste going down and dig deep going down.
This is
That's
advanced.
exhaustion.
That's advanced exhaustion.
Haste doesn't give me exhaustion, but I can't do anything for a bit.
Yeah, you just have to sit there.
So, yeah. You feel hella winded.
Ugh.
Just imagining Jeddah going, "Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead." And just like one frame falls over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Family Guy fall.
Face forward into the snow.
Just boof.
I'm just imagining you kind of slumping over, and for a moment, the muscle definition kind of fades away into almost your white, waxy, natural form, then reverts back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
She almost like melts.
So as it's like dying and Garm is there, do I see anything different about it? Like this essence that everybody's talking about, or
Roll an Arcana check.
okay. Supposed to be good at these. Yeah, there we go.
All right. I'm going to DM you something.
Okay.
While we're waiting on them to come back, this is actually perfect timing.
yep, I'm back.
All right, cool. I'm just waiting on Sarah, and we'll go forward. She rolled an Arcana. I am DMing Vara something she is going to glean.
Yes.
She's standing there with her nose bleeding and holding broken ribs.
Okay, sorry about that.
Heck, I am just sending Vara a DM of what she gleans from her Arcana check. If you want to roll a
And-
survival, if you absolutely can to try and get the parts you want.
Could I assist?
Absolutely. I'm not on the screen right now, so call out the number. It'll save me a little time to tell you what you get.
Oh. I figured being a cook, this isn't the first thing that Vasquez had to gut and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Garm, roll with advantage, you said?
Yep. Roll survival with advantage, Gar.
Yeah. Dang it. Hold on. Roll 20 is doing a thing. I don't know why it does this so often.
It's a weird little program.
Yeah, it likes to log me out mid-session, so it's like, well, we're not going to actually pull up your shit because you're not properly logged in.
It might fix it if you cleared your cookies.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
that might work.
I hate programming cookies for making cookies a bad thing.
I should bake some more cookies. Been a while.
Same. Oh shit, now I'm gonna think about baking.
Okay, while you guys are like looking it over, you watch Vara's eyes like dim even more than they usually do, like she's listening to something. And she blinks and just goes, "You motherfucker."
You okay?
I passed.
So we just needed to kill it?
I guess.
Oh.
How do you know you passed?
Dimly
Because I told her.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That.
You look over on a nearby little tree over here and see there's a snowy owl perched up on it.
Oh, fuck
Uh,
off.
A normal snowy owl or
It looks like a snowy owl. It flies down, just speaking through this. It's a messenger. Hello.
Hi, Dimly.
I've met you before. Looking at Hildegard.
she waves, goes, "Oh, hello there, Professor Demley." As soon as she let go, the birds zip off. She just looks over and goes, "God."
Ugh.
This creature has lived in these plains for centuries, forever, always wishing to find one last worthy challenge as it neared the end of its life. It's told us as such before.
So you just wanted me to fight it and give it a good send off?
I wanted you to stand your ground against an unassailable force, the true essence of an immovable object, the essence of a glacial behemoth.
Gotcha.
Vasquez
Yeah,
thinking to
right.
himself, well, I moved it with my mind.
You're right about the fucking esoteric shit.
I hope you will remember this, learn some valuable lessons through it. You sought
not-
out Hade, you found it, you enlisted it, you explored out and found the challenge, and you faced it yourself. And with their aid, you accomplished your goal. There is nothing more that can be taught to one who seeks their own path in life.
can't
Sometimes.
Be that,
I'm clever like that, it says, tilting its head almost completely upside down.
Can you deliver any healing through that bird, or just talk?
Just talking right
As-
now. Well done, the lot of you.
I didn't even get the punch in, really.
It's the thought and effort that counts.
Hmm.
You all look rather banged up. I'll see if something can be delivered. It's
Well,
the
actually,
least I can
mostly
do to
fine. I'm more
thank you.
tired from like with the spell and things.
I recommend a good night's sleep.
Cool, thanks.
Thank you, Professor Dimly.
I look forward to graduation. There's nothing more I can teach you now, Vara. You're going to have to figure out how to sort your magic out on your own, unfortunately. There's very little that truly can be done. I could teach you how to read it, but in terms of understanding it and applying it, well, that's going to take a willingness to face what's coming. Even when it looks like it's the massivest thing you've ever seen, and it's just going to eat you in one bite. You rely on those with the strength to aid you, and rely on your own judgment to know when it's not needed.
She tilts her head and looks at the bird and goes, "Well, even such a big thing only takes a little push sometimes." And she kind of looks at behind her at Vask. The more people pushing, the easier it is to shove over.
Sure.
Sure.
It's from Dimly. That's like, yeah, you got it. Fucking.
For the rest of you, this is very much a, oh, this makes sense. Seeing that these two are
Yeah.
kind of two peas in a pod.
Hildegard had connected that a while ago, but
You have context.
she's like, yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Thanks. I think this isn't why you're like this, but it makes sense that this is the one you were stuck with.
All right. We'll get you back to the college, and come spring, you get to graduate and go off to do whatever you choose. I hope you make some good choices going forward. Enjoy these last few months of winter. Oh, Reuben needs me for something. Got to go. And the lights just go out in this owl's eyes. And it just goes back to being a wild animal. Screeches and flies off in a panic.
She's standing there with her hands on her hips and like her head tilted, like. You know what else I learned?
What?
Not to let a whale sit on me.
Vara, good job. You did learn that.
It was very unpleasant. I don't like that.
Extremely unpleasant. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I flexed up my muscles and everything for nothing.
You can hit something next time.
I came out here to do that and I didn't get to.
there's gonna be a next time?
You threw something real hard at
I
it.
mean,
I don't know, maybe.
yeah, I did. But like, I came out here to bleed.
I wasn't expecting to finish it off like that. I apologize.
I mean, no, fucking good job, that. That was a fucking hell of a spell.
Yeah, I've never done that before. That was a surprise to me too.
Surprise spells are the best.
I'm just glad that it happened where there were, collateral people. I'll have to make sure I aim that one properly. Making a mental note of how big of a thing that was. Because I imagine it's just like, even though people who weren't in the range of it could still feel that like gravity tug. You know, like when you're standing on a bus and they apply the brakes, you just feel that pull forward.
It's like you're gonna start to move and you.
Oh.
So Vara's also standing here with like her hand under her nose. And just periodically casting prestidigitation when something gets soaked too much.
Alright, so with that 10 roll, I will say you do at least manage to get one of the teeth out. But this thing's hide is sturdy and also covered in ice.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the plates got kind of shattered by Vask's gravity spell, so you could probably get pieces of them, but they're not quite the same integrity as they were before.
I'm sorry.
Garm is very practically on all fours at an angle, sort of on the creature, and he's been rooting around in the thing's mouth, and finally, with like a squelch, he rips a tooth out by its roots, and it's still dripping. And he like looks to you as just
More. This was worthy game, but I'm not seated.
Over. Garm, you okay?
You would have died if Vask didn't fucking bring you back up.
he has a very wolfish grin.
Yet I've never felt more alive.
Gonna interpose. That's gonna interpose yourself just between him and Vara, who stood right there.
Bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding.
Mhm.
It's not
Hey,
helping.
she snaps her fingers. Got him. Go back to the now. I get it. I get it. You don't get to let yourself loose like that a lot.
Never.
I mean, you'll have the chance again. But to have that chance, you need to stop and breathe.
Last time I felt like this was back in the Hound's teeth.
Oh, I get that, man.
Feels so long ago.
Hearing that, Vask is subtly preparing a calm emotions if he has to.
Alright. Okay.
That's gonna get. She's gonna just,
I need all of you to roll perception checks for me.
Oh god, the drop off.
Could, because Blub is still out, could
no.
they also make a perception check?
I do not have advantage on that. I got a 5.
Is this smell or hearing?
Nope.
Damn. Then my little weasel won't help me.
I mean, he can give you aid.
Can the aberration look? And it's got a bunch of. It's in literally eye form, so.
Mhm.
It makes sense that me and Garm are not noticing anything. We're pretty,
The fact that it's Hildegard is
Keep it to each
actually
other.
very, very good. That gets the highest score here. Hildegard,
Mm-hmm.
as you're standing there watching all this go down, slightly wondering what's going on with Garm, you feel the hairs in the back of your neck stand up.
Mm.
And you look over and see Raug and Laug are both poofed out to the max.
What looking through their eyes, what are they looking at? What is triggering them?
You're not 100% sure.
Okay.
Something's wrong. You feel like the static in your mind.
Then gotta do detect magic and quickly look around.
You feel feel a voice whispering in your head. Just be cautious, my sweet.
What?
Something is moving.
Okay. She's on edge, and she's gonna hushly call out. Goes, "There's something wrong. Not something's around here. Something's. I don't know."
You look down, Hildegard, and notice something. Something strange. Something ethereal starting to rise up from beneath the snow. Looks like a bubble almost. And then all of you start to notice the sky is starting to change.
Oh God.
It's getting dark a lot faster than it should be.
We're not at the night yet, are we?
Shouldn't be.
Things began to turn to night, and you see strange ethereal forms darting through the air. And you look up and see the moon's beginning to turn red.
Oh, fuck, it's early.
Garm, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh God, alright. Here we go.
Vask looks up from where he's literally carving off steaks of the monster. Like, what's going on?
Oh, damn.
Okay,
Alright.
that's good. Okay. All of a sudden, you're teetering right at the edge. You know it. There's the feeling. You hear the voice of the man who raised you, and you also hear the voice of the thing you always try to keep caged. They are both screaming in your ear, telling you, one to let go, the other to restrain.
His as panting as he was before, it is accelerated. His hairs are standing up. He's looking around. And he's suddenly very distressed.
Yeah. Thing is that you have a moment with the red moons coming. I'm going to give you one action before things move forward here.
Or one action for everyone, or
For him.
for him? Okay.
So when the red moons are out, the DC is a little high.
Yeah.
There, as excited as he was previously, suddenly there seems to be a very cold fear of realization in his eyes.
Everybody get out of here.
What would happen if I used calm emotions? Would it like give bonus?
You'll find out. So,
And what was you said? I get a single action.
yep, you get one action.
Cool. He's going to dash.
Okay.
So that would be just a moment.
Geez, why is your dash so long?
Well, dash is double movement. I have 30 feet.
Oh, okay. It looked you're stretching further. Okay.
All right, so Garm says run and immediately starts to bolt. And that's as far as you make it before you come to a stop. In more ways than one. Can you describe what happens?
As he is running, trying to put as much distance between him and the group, he just like whole body seizes in pain, drops to his knees mid step. Shit, I actually did have something saved.
If you need a minute, that's fine.
I just remembered I had it. But pull up an image. I'm glad that to have showed Nora this particular movie. Hey, Nora,
Yes.
remember Van Helsing?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh god, the screen went black. Is that on my end?
I think
I'm
so.
turning on dynamic lighting here.
So I've established before that Garm looks very gaunt, like he doesn't take care of himself at all. He hasn't fed properly. So he's like a husk of a person, right?
Yeah.
One of the
He's
reasons
supposed
Vass keeps feeding him.
So yeah, now he starts to fill out, and continue to fill out. He goes from like looking very gaunt to healthy, but then it just keeps going until eventually the flesh actually starts to tear very bloodily, as just like in Van Helsing, he don't turn into a wolf so much as the wolf erupts out of him.
Get them
So
out
the
of here.
person you've known up until this point, who's been very repressed and very in himself, yeah, his sunken eyes now bloodshot, his hollow cheeks, they all fill out until his skin just bursts and falls away like scraps of paper, and out spills this giant mass of black fur.
Oh god.
Yeah, and the whole time he is getting bigger and longer. His proportions are stretching. You hear the bones snapping underneath bulging muscles, and then those muscles finesse the fragments back together in new shapes and fuse them. And when he throws his head back, there is he has a very big snout now, and his yellow eyes are like bright as the stars. And I've been waiting to save this image, or share this image. This is what he looks like.
Ooh. Are you quadruped or biped?
Yes.
Okay.
He currently he's on his hands and feet, but
Yep, we do that rule here. Werewolves can run whatever way they want.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Nat is trying once again to like get in between the party and the wolf.
Right.
Vask.
Vask levitates into the air.
Okay, get the others away. They're squishy and they've already been hurt, as have you. If any of us have
Vask is sitting on top of this thing, starting to float into the air. It's like, yeah, way ahead of you.
Yeah,
Our
Lara,
closest one, Vara, you get shoved 5 feet back.
Vara is looking at the behemoth, and she's gonna crawl in its mouth. She's gonna go down its throat, like.
oh my god! Hildegard, get
shit.
with Vask.
I'm tauntaunting this motherfucker.
Yeah, she's just gonna pick up Hildegard and like toss her up in the air to like towards the beholder thing.
The thing has a strength of 16 if you think it can carry both of us. Vask isn't too big, and Hildegard is a beanpole, right?
She's pretty emaciated.
Oh wait, no, she's a scarecrow.
Right before she tosses you up, she's like, "I'm sorry, I've done this two times today, but."
All right, no more time for prepping. Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
I would like to say
Alright.
there's one thing I wanted Hildegard to do.
Okay.
If that was okay. Is I wanted her to rip the power out of the pearl.
Okay, you get a spell slot back.
Oh, third level,
Alright.
but yes.
Yep.
That's
about
it.
right.
Could I tossed her up. Could I have done a bonus action?
Nope. Save
Okay.
that for combat.
Yeah.
My initiative
Alright,
is always
and
so bad.
I have advantage. First one, 10. Second one, 3. Okay, 10. Oh god.
Okay.
Now, quick. Anyone have Moonfire?
What's
Do not.
Moonfire?
Oh wait, no. What's the
Moonbeam.
The Moonbeam.
You guys can
Moonbeam.
discuss
Oh,
that amongst yourselves later. Right now, you got to
No.
think in the moment.
Yeah.
None of us would have it.
That's more of a
Would
Would you
druid
want me
thing,
to
usually.
roll too?
Yes.
It was rhetorical.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
Other
PvP.
Other question, Krim, is the spiritual weapon still around, or has it been a minute?
How long does it last?
A minute.
Yeah, it would have been gone by now when you guys were cleaning it out.
Alrighty, just making sure.
I'll delete that real quick.
That's
The aberration's still here, though, right?
Yeah, that lasts an hour, I think.
hour, yeah.
All right, so
Nat didn't like physically take damage, but she is winded from the combination of her own ability and the haste wearing off. But she's already like cracking her
All right.
muscles and
all right.
getting ready to go again. Yeah, that's a 10 footer.
All right. Hildegard, Garm is looking at all of you like you are food. This is
Oh.
clearly not him.
Okay. She cracked the pearl of power, and she's let me measure this real fast. Goddamn. 40 feet. Okay. That should be right. And she's focusing in on him, and I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's my best shot at curbing things. Actually, upcast wouldn't matter here. Hold person.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Let's make that save.
DC 16. Don't know why it's not on here.
Wisdom, eh?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
oh my god.
Nothing.
Yeah.
This is still fuck.
Mhm.
Oh god.
You
So-
see this large, statuesque, dark-skinned wolf advancing. Halt for a moment. The predatorial glance in the eyes holding with laser precision. It just breaks free and starts moving faster.
So
You know what I'm thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Hold person would normally work. He's not a person right now.
it just says humanoid.
Yeah.
Functionally, yes.
But like, you know.
Are you now a monstrosity?
I don't know.
So-
That's just my reckoning. It's like, this would hold a normal person, right? It could work.
Technically, skin changer typically falls under a subtype of thing, but we're going to rule that for now. So,
Yeah.
So
anything else?
yeah, bonus action. Stone, and the birds are going to take pot shots.
Go for it.
First one. Let's see, that's probably Laug. 19. Is that it?
That it's.
Alright.
Bonk.
Ping. And go for Rogue. 23.
That it's.
So, a couple of ravens are throwing rocks at a wolf. A werewolf right now. This is
This
dark
sounds like a
fantasy.
fairy tale.
Dark
Yeah,
This is
that-
dark
you should-
fantasy.
about right.
Oh no, you need to give them a handful of silver coins now.
I don't think that'd work. It spell specifically says stone.
Yeah.
This is ore, not stone.
I don't know. Spells are weird.
All right. Little bit of damage there.
Yeah.
All right, Nat.
All right. He's walking towards us, and Nat starts walking to meet him, and using 2 of my moxie points, her eyes like dart across Garm's question mark body. It's like watching the way his muscles flex and his body moves, and I'm gonna activate again, scrap like a sleuth. As I'm going to keen in on Garm. And I'm gonna fucking... We're doing this.
Oh.
As she, as like they're coming at each other, she just really quickly slashes the claw against his chest.
There we go.
Following up by lifting her boot up and oh my god,
Oh!
God
kicking him
damn.
right in the chest, right where she just slashed him.
Oh, dang.
Oh!
So
Good.
7 plus 6
Which
plus 5 plus
you
8.
you lose. You are pushed back 5 or 10 feet. Let me check.
That's 26 points.
Yeah. You are. You lose 10 feet of your movement, and you are pushed back 5 feet.
Excellent. Blow.
Yeah. And she's just trying to keep be in his vision now. That's turn.
Yeah, you run up and with a surprising amount of trained precision, you just start. It's like watching a kickboxer fight a bear.
Yeah.
At this exact moment, you two are about at eye height.
Yeah.
All right, Garm, what would you like to do?
Oh boy.
You said I've lost 10 feet of movement, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh no. You better not.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think that's enough. So,
We were levitating a bit, but probably not high enough.
Well.
Hildegard's grasping the tentacles, so she's lower
so
than...
using Misty Step,
Oh my god. You piece of shit.
and I flavor his Misty Step as less magic, and he just fucking jumps over you.
God damn.
He's laser focused on Hildegard.
Oh my
Misty
god.
leap.
I'm sorry, Raven.
Nah, it's fine. Kill the child.
Don't kill the child.
Destroyed the child. Oh,
Okay, she's already traumatized. You can't stack trauma.
Oh, good.
Oh,
thank you, Great
So-
Weapon Master.
Lucky.
You know what this is basically? It's like Vask making Blub lift up like like someone trying to hit a pinata. It's just like nope, nope.
That's exactly what's happening.
She's going to throw up on him.
Aww.
She's being bounced in the air. She's going up.
Makes sense.
See, you're like fucking gripping your sword as a wolf. That's fucking awesome.
yeah, he's not full wolf mode, but he is clearly a werewolf with a
Yeah.
giant ass sword you've seen tear shit into half.
Yeah. Well, one good chunk of that on Hildegard, and I don't think she's conscious.
She's conscious.
We'll find out, I
She'll
hope.
probably take one hit. Two? Probably not.
All right. Is that turn?
Yes.
Unless he crits, then I'm fucked.
All right, Vask.
So, seeing this angry wolf run up right beneath me, it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck. Just brain blast.
Oh.
Get away.
Ooh. Bring it right back
Let's-
to me.
It must immediately use his reaction.
If you fail the wisdom
save. Oh,
save.
it's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come on.
He's a paladin.
This werewolf is driven. Well, you still
Yo,
take half
man.
damage.
Yes. Roll that bean
36.
footage.
Yeah,
Still damage.
it's still. Oh wait.
So yeah. Okay. 4 damage. Still
Damage
counts.
is-
Yes.
And then, hold on, I'm trying to think if I had. Let's see. Let me do another quicken spell. Yeah, I've got a quicken spell on Mind Sliver. I should have done this in the first place.
Yeah, that
So,
Someone else.
actually,
have
no,
a better
I've got a
time.
quicken spell Mind Whip.
Ooh, better.
Ah,
Yeah,
Intelligence
that's a good
save.
Oh.
One. Hey.
Yay!
You can
Okay.
Oh,
You hear
So,
whispers in your
but-
head. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just describing the actions here. If you want to flavor this your way, you absolutely can.
No, it wasn't the flavor thing. It was what I was going to follow up with. So flavor away.
Okay. All right. So, at the moment you're just seeing red, you hear, strangely enough, a song. Just this alluring sound in your mind. This primal cry to rip into everything that bleeds.
Hey, what do you know? A lot of people are bleeding right now.
You hear
Yeah.
strange whispers in your head for a moment. For a moment, you notice them, but they are drowned out in the chorus. Then you feel a hot lash across your mind that actually hurts a lot. You leer back and shake your head, and you lose your reaction and only can pick one thing your next turn.
Excellent, which is good because as a vengeance paladin, my reactions are nasty.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Good. You
vengeance.
go.
Jeez, I didn't know which. Oh. Oh, yeah. So now that there's no reactions, same thing as with the ice behemoth. All three of us are just going whoop, 30 feet higher.
Up
There
higher
is-
near.
There's a very deep howl of frustration, but probably
And
more
then-
horrifying is that it doesn't sound purely like a wolf's.
Oh,
I don't think
And
so.
as it's levitating away, it's just
Don't
like,
say
get
it.
away. It's just like Vasquez yelling. It's just like, Garb, wake up. Actually, it would be both shouting audibly and in his head with the awakened mind thing. Well, awakened
Very
mind is more
nice.
like-
Congratulations, he is unconscious.
Okay.
All right.
I said I'll wake up and I knock him out.
Hey, things are going to happen here. Don't worry. So,
Oh,
let's quiet that music down for a minute. So, with those eye beams, they explode down, kick up a massive thing of snow. Garm goes flying through the air, landing a few feet away, rolling around, breathing still, but unconscious. So, this is going to be interesting. Going to need a different type of spoopy mood music for this.
uh-oh.
As Garm's laying there, things get quiet. You just hear the wind again. You start to notice red light beginning to glow, and his wounds begin to heal.
Oh God.
Should I chill touch?
I think I don't. Oh.
So,
The-
not quite what happens, though. So, as Garm rises up, you realize, oh God, the thought enters your mind of, oh no, we might actually have to kill him. There is... Where is it? It's not under ambient weather. It's... here we go. For a moment, the moons are gone. The sky just
Oh.
goes completely dark. As though the stars themselves are hiding.
That's not good.
And in a bright-ass flash of light, Biter appears between the two of you.
Oh God.
He doesn't look like before. Biter looks more like some kind of unholy mix, much more overtly wolf-like, and his entire, every glowy spot on his body is shining like starlight, including his eyes.
Oh, no.
I've been waiting to share that one too.
Go for it.
Where did I save it?
Fuck me.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Oh, damn.
This horse is made of space.
Space
Bit of
horse.
space. Space Horse.
It's a sports.
I liked Space Force when they were doing, game shows, not this.
So, as you rise up, Garm, instinct still swelling, but the red light and the song are gone for a moment. And you see something familiar, this shimmering bright presence, and only you can see something riding on the back. A shadowed, horned silhouette.
Yeah, everyone else can see it. His attention is clearly on something that's not there.
Garm. Are you you, or are you still beast?
You
That's a
just
good-
see the shining eyes on this thing narrow. You
Biter?
feel something pressing against your neck, something sharp.
Mine?
Nope, Garm.
Oh.
Thou art no craven cur. Thou art my hound. I hunt what I choose. You hunt worthy prey. You listen to me.
I'm curious, is this pressure like a collar?
At first, yes. You do feel your
Is it a
breath
man
constrict for a moment. Thou shalt not give in to lunacy. There is much to hunt, my hound. I will not lose thee here. Return now, before I am forced to add you to my trophies. And with the song gone, the beast heals. Your eyes return a little bit. Your form remains, but your awareness is there as well.
He blinks a few times, registers what is around him. And very quietly, very head fallen,
No.
he kind of half crawls over here. He curls up into a ball and starts to whimper.
Oh. That's gonna.
Biter
Oh,
just
you've heard.
instantly. Biter flashes just instantly teleporting right back in front.
I'm not going to hurt him.
It's not even regarding you.
Oh, alright, fine. She's gonna slowly and hands up, takes off her claw and tosses it aside. Darn.
He's got his hands cupped over his head, like he's covering his eyes. His fingernails are digging into his skin.
Vast does lower it down so Hildegard can stand on her own now.
All right. Once you do that, she actually starts moving forward.
Proud hunting. Oh, I'm a proud hunter.
Oh.
He hears Gortog talking to him, but he also hears the voice of his almfather, and he is whimpering.
I will not forget. No, I won't forget my appetite, my sin.
Hildegard, you wanted to try something?
She is going to glance at the two ravens on her shoulders, and she's going, she's going to cast Speak with Beast, but she's not trying to speak to him. She's trying to imitate wolf sounds, specifically the wolf sounds for a safe family.
Hmm. Interesting.
So yeah, you literally just see as she speaks to the ravens, both her and Laug begin making like the at first pained canine sounds, then low growls and huffs, show safety, friends, family.
You take notice of one thing as you attempt this. Your ravens are mortified of whatever is on that horse that Garm is staring at. It frightens them to their core, and you can't see it, but they clearly can.
She's petting them and she's just saying, "Stay frosty, boys. I need you."
They exchange eye contact, but they nod and continue.
She's just gonna keep making those sounds to try and calm them a little bit.
Wondering if this is a dumb idea that I have or not.
Of dumb ideas.
Now's
So
the
do
time.
I.
He's looking at something that isn't there, right?
Mhm. On top of a glowing horse that you recognize looks kind of like the one from before.
She's not gonna get that close, but she's gonna squint at it. Ethereal sight.
Oh God, Callie!
Okay. You get a first-hand glimpse at the god of the hunt. It's humanoid in nature, has no clearly defined outline. You are looking at a being composed of night. The skin has no edge, no boundary at all. The faint outline of a silhouette and cloak. Garbed in starlight. Antler-like horns protruding from what appears to be a helmeted head and eyes that glow like the sun. It's looking at Garm, then turns to notice you. Head tilts a little bit in a "you can see me, that's interesting" sort of way.
She gestures at Garm without breaking eye contact. Like, I'm gonna go do something about that. Can I see him threatening him with a sword, by the way?
He's not holding out a sword, funny enough. The sensation is just something Garm feels on his neck.
Okay. And I'm gonna be dumb, and I'm gonna nudge closer to the fucking god that I see on this horse.
Nat doesn't. She's like,
If Vask opens himself up with detect thoughts, is he detecting anything from around there? Because suddenly seeing people start acting as if something's there is just kind of curious.
Oh, there's definitely something there.
I'm guessing detect magic doesn't see any, because this is kind of above that.
Oh, there's magic. It's just divine magic, and it is not something you can look directly at. It's like looking at the sun.
Gotcha.
So, I wouldn't be able to ask this. I'm not the one with detect magic up. Let's try to see if it was similar to if the magic was similar to Garm's when he gets all starry.
Oh,
Like the same flavor.
Spider looks like that exact same kind of magic right now, so it's a conclusion that's pretty safely drawn.
well, nothing's the spider's not stopping her. Scoot.
Yeah, does it look like the god's gonna stop me from going over there?
Just watching you at the moment.
Scoot.
As you approach, this terrifying wolfman that was very much wanting to rip you apart a few seconds ago seems really fucking pathetic.
Oh.
And you can finally take in the detail of his coat's like really dense and coarse, and it's greasy and damp with blood.
Oh.
Yeah, his own blood from bursting out of his own flesh.
Yeah.
And he's just got his eyes covered. He's whimpering. He is like a fucking child that just got hit.
Oh. Hand gently is placed on your arm.
He he has a full visceral body reaction. He doesn't swipe at you dangerously. He just like paused and like push you away.
Go away.
He
I have
carefully,
sinned.
she carefully, not like roughly, but she does catch the claw you're pawing at her with. Arm. You have not sinned.
Yes. I was.
Holy shit.
I am a born sinner.
No,
Monster.
you are not a monster. Arm.
Go away. Please.
No. Arm. You are gone. You are not a monster, no matter what someone tells you. You were born innocent, like any other thing.
Not,
Look,
not person.
you are a person.
Just leave me alone.
Eyes flicker to Vara.
Vara's staring at the god on the horse, but she does kind of flicker her eyes down to Garm, and she like she's gonna reach out and try to get to your little face.
Oh.
She's gonna try to brush her hands away.
Well, Nat has one of his hands.
You can see there's a very instinctual like lips peeling back, but there's no aggression in the eyes.
So she's looking
I
directly
know
in your
exactly what
eyes,
you mean.
like flicking her eyes every once in a while towards the god that she can see because that's fucking cool. But she looks directly in your eyes and leans forward and gives your nose a little kiss.
Oh.
You said you took his other hand.
Yeah.
He's not able to wipe it away.
Oh. She picks up some snow with her other hand. She has yours in one, and like uses it to like gently wipe away some of the grime off your face. Listen. I don't understand exactly what you're going through, but most people think I was born a monster too.
You could see there's like the very silent communication of I know what you are, but we're not the same.
Vask would kind of finally speak up as he inched forward, kind of feeling not sure what to do as he goes, Garm, I have hunted monsters to... No, you're a monster because you are not human. I've hunted monsters that were human, and they were so much worse than you. You are not a monster.
Try to kill you.
Lost
Hildegard.
control.
Hildegard is going to reach out, and since you guys are restraining, she's going to take his head and force him to look into her eyes, and she will say, "A monster doesn't care. A monster doesn't cry. A monster doesn't worry." And she's speaking. She's actually making the low guttural growls of a wolf.
Oh.
So she's doing she's both speaking and essentially trying to speak to both sides.
Yeah, you are right about that. Monsters don't cry, and he is fucking crying.
Aww.
His nose is actually starting to run a little.
Thanks.
Like I said, he's very pathetic looking right now.
Boy.
You feel the edge of that blade fade away for a moment. There's just this slow nod. The starlight vanishes. Biter returns to a more normal complexion, and the moons return. But strangely enough, their song is distant. Still present, but not quite drowning you.
Mm-hmm. He looks up between the people who've known him longest, and you could hear a very sad whimper of, Don't tell Anafor."
Oh.
Oh,
Just break my little heart, why don't you?
Oh my god.
Hildegard's gonna give him a hug around the neck, and she'll say, "It's your secret to tell, and if you feel."
Garm, I have known for some time. If I had any reason to doubt that you were any reason to believe you were a monster, I would have done something about it long ago. But
He
you're
kind
not.
of averts his eyes with the knowledge that, oh, apparently I was really obvious about it.
I tried too
You
hard.
clocked me.
Garm. She puts hand towards on your snout, like points it back towards her.
Mm-hmm.
You are not a monster. We are not the same, but we are together.
He's very much got the look of, I want to bury my my snout in the snow, but he can't
Aw.
exactly do that. None of you are allowing him to be miserable.
You are our friend. You are our friend.
Yes, you are a friend.
It was very good, Jeddah.
Yeah, his
Visibly
ears pin.
struggles to get that out.
His ears pinned back because that is like, I don't feel honest. You're just trying to make me
Garm.
feel better.
Oh, Garm, I have not called someone my friend in a long time. I've not made any kind of lasting relationship since Narn. And you see the pain in her eyes when she says his name.
Mhm.
But you are my friend.
Sorry.
Why? No.
You don't have anything to be sorry about. We don't
That's not.
need to bury our heads in our mistakes. We are who we are. That's okay. We can change and be better. And
What
even
if what
we
you
don't.
are is ugly?
I'm gonna
What?
Garm.
shuffle over so Vass can get in on the snuggles.
What did you say?
What if what you are is ugly?
She leans back and smiles at him and says, "What? What does sight matter? What? What does the ugly matter? What does beautiful matter? It's just you that matters."
With the space maid, Vask does kneel down. His hand on his shoulder.
Ugly is what ugly does, and all you've done so far is try and be good. and be good. You've gone out of your way to help people. No one was making you do that.
There was no doubt in your mind about sacrificing someone to the witch. You weren't. You were the most steadfast out of all of us of that. And you think you're a monster because of what's inside you, and Vest kind of gestures to the tattoos and goes, I literally have the blood of Fellspawn in me. And I've used my powers for evil, to commit incredible pain on people, but something I struggle with too. You're not alone in this.
He is quiet.
But
at the very least, he's not arguing anymore.
Oh, puppy.
You don't need to hide or bear your mistakes or your perceived mistakes alone. We can help you.
I need time.
It's okay.
You will get time, but that time will not involve you. That time will not involve you running into the woods and being by yourself.
No, not alone. I can't be alone right now. I need Lusant.
We will sit with you until the sun rises.
I need Lusant. I need to go away.
You don't need to go away.
Luther.
This can't happen again.
So,
No.
on that note,
Oh God.
you hear one somewhat far away, very loud howl, followed by several others.
You might get that wish soon, but I don't know how good it's going to be, Garm. That moon was early.
It's still there.
Anaphora.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that moon
It is
early.
lingering in the sky permanently. Like, the sky is cast in red light. And suddenly, Vask, you hear in your head the voice of Reuben. Where are you? Get back here!
Oh.
It's the hunters.
Wait, what do you say?
It's the hunters. They've gone berserk. They're attacking the town.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, crap. In the reply, it'll go Hollow Hollow, or what was the other place? Don't see the map.
Bone,
Albarrow.
Balbarrow, and Hollowheim.
Yeah.
Hollow Hall.
Yep.
Hollow Hollow. Shoot, that would make him cast it again. So it's just like, oh, Vasky's just like, oh shit. And then he's like, yeah, Ruben just, and he kind of just shoots up and goes, okay, I hate to rush everyone, but Ruben just sent me a sending. The hunters were in town when this went down. We gotta go.
We need to help people, Garm. Do you want to help people, Garm?
You can help them not be monsters themselves.
Yeah.
She takes his hand.
His big ass clawed hand. It's very
Yeah.
furry.
Yeah.
Because turns out he's ripped his gloves.
Oh. We'll get you new clothes, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I got mending.
We'll find him some nicer clothes that he likes. Come on, Garm. Garm.
He slowly gets back up to his feet.
Let's go not be monsters together. Oh, damn.
Oh, hello, Father Gascoigne.
Mm-hmm.
As everyone's getting up, Vask will go over to Biter, and just for the first time, actually using his hands to feed him, he hands him like one of the slabs of behemoth steak he cut off.
Looks at you for a moment, takes it, lifts up the meat, and just starts nomming on it a little bit.
And he goes, you gotta stop missing the fights. You're gonna have to start earning this.
Has a very "don't tell me what to do" attitude in his face, and then just starts walking south.
While it's still around, Vask will totally just sit on his beholder kid, just levitate around.
All right, so armed with knowledge that time is of the essence and there be werewolves attacking, y'all, as a group, somewhat more bonded than before. Move as quickly as you can. And we're going to find out what happens as this arc comes to a close next time.